Yeah, I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was singing, and if I,
Wait, it's CP time, boy. KP show up, when he want to show up. I think I'm gonna show up.
Well, let me put it on here because I can't see.
Oh my gosh, you can't
see.
Because
I'm like, I can't
coming here singing some old Shy hits too. Or hey, man. Oh my God, let him.
It's like, and if I.
What's happening with you, brother? Yeah.
Hey, I had to get some act right.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. Hey, it's been one of them weeks. I'm
yeah, man.
Hey,
then
man.
Your girl, she gonna be fussing at me like, "Dang, you took all the last of my wine." I was like, "Come on now, I ain't take all." She gonna
come in a minute, and she gonna act.
You know what I don't be.
Lord have mercy, he didn't knock.
You know what I don't set right? When you save the settings on the camera, hold on, I'm gonna just do this one thing because it keeps the steady cam comes on by accident. And it don't have me like tight in the. It'll make me super tight.
Yeah, you gotta take that steady cam off. Right. Okay. You
but
good?
I'm trying to save it. You know. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, because I don't know what we did just gone through. We've gone through a whole bunch of scenarios just now. I'm just trying to make sure that you right. We got folks in the audience saying hello, talking about what's wrong. Yeah. I'm gonna start on time.
Marvin. I like it.
You can tell that we did the same thing at the same time.
Right?
My goodness.
Marvin.
Yeah. Look, brother.
How you, bro?
I'm okay. I've been better, but I'm okay. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna put all the business out in the streets here, but it's interesting day to day. I will say that. Dealing in these content streets. But all things being equal, we're gonna be all right. It's all right.
What I miss?
What's that? Well,
I miss, man.
I'm not gonna put it out.
Hold up, you don't ruffle feathers or something?
Yeah. Your boy got
Ooh. Yeah, I like it. I like ruffling feathers, man. Yeah. Disruptors. Disruption. Sammy, what's going on, Sam?
Sammy out there, the cinematographer.
Who you done disrupted, man?
See, I'm trying to get off the subject, and you keep knocking on the door, right? You like the JWs, boy.
Oh, okay, all right, my fault. I'm trying to change the speed limit,
I'm trying to stay and be alpha. I'm trying to be alpha.
Man.
No, listen, man. It's been one of them times. Okay. The weekend was dope. Went to Yosemite. You ever been to Yosemite?
Okay.
You've ever been out here?
Yo, I saw the pictures. I saw you and your daughter there, man.
Man, come on.
I'm like, I've never been there.
You need to come on. Y'all need to come on to Napa, like you've been talking about it, and come on and enjoy this firefall. Your boy was out there in the elements.
We're gonna get out in these streets. I gotta handle a couple of things, and I'm gonna be all right.
You got to do a couple. I know you got to do some things.
Maintain staying positive, man. Staying positive.
Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Gretchen, what's going on?
Hey, listen, I was in chat with Gretchen earlier today. I was in Doc's Discord room. We were chopping it up, and I was telling Gretchen, I said, every time I see her online doing her thing, reading, doing arts and crafts, or just being, I feel better. Right? It doesn't matter if I'm having a terrible day or a rough day, but if I log on and see images by Gretchen going, I know it's going to be all right. So thank you for jumping over. Oh, yeah. QC, stirring things up. Yeah, showing up when he want to. But that's all right, I see you, Philly. It's all right, Philly. Florence coming, then she gonna look. Florence in the audience, so you better. Oh my God, Florence is.
Listen.
Hey, yeah, hold on.
Listen,
go ahead say what you got to say.
I was just blabbing on Florence. Florence, I was just blabbing. I was blabbing on Florence answer machine because you know what? So shout out to Florence, and I was in the sanctuary when I realized that I was supposed to have been home by 6:30 to be live. And so when I saw James' message, you know, I'm just repeating myself. When I saw James' message, I was like, okay. And I looked over. My friend Angel Holcomb, I didn't tag stream this. If I tag stream this, she would be in the comment section. I was sitting right next to her. And I was just like, I pulled up on YouTube. I said, I'm supposed to be on this. And she looked at me like, you in between a rock and a hard place, you know, in between the sanctuary and something you're supposed to be on. But you know, yeah, I was down here in Philly. At worst case scenario, I was like, maybe I'll go and pass the study and be like, yo, I need to jump on the live. But then, you know, I'd have been on my phone and all that crap. So the good Right Reverend James Hicks, I knew he was holding it down.
Man, so, listen, it was supposed to be a tag team, and I'm just tagging myself.
The Right Reverend.
Right Reverend. You know, the Reverend was waiting on Pastor.
So I owe my sister big time. Florence, you ain't far from me. If you up in these Philly streets, you come on by, hit me up, come on up to Phoenixville.
She gonna TP your house.
Let's kick it at the table. You welcome to the table. You come on up here. You welcome to the table. All right.
No, she gonna TP the spot is what she gonna do. She gonna throw some eggs at the spot.
I don't do stuff like that, man. I was just like, and I was about to say just now, out of all people, but I'm like, no, I don't do that to anybody. You know, if I say I'm showing up, I show up. Yeah. So, you know, but you know what? If I can be even more transparent, I'll tell this without letting all my business out. I had to handle something, right? With my old church, with my church building that I'm still responsible for. Because it's like vacant, but it's not sold. And, or we haven't figured out what we're going to do with it, but the congregation has stopped. Right. But the organization still exists. Well, I had a problem because somebody that used to go there decides to misinterpret ownership, take it upon themselves to go in and start doing stuff. So that took me down to Philly. And in my head, I'm like, okay, let me go down here and handle this. Kind of like, do we need to call cops, X, Y, and Z, just shut this down. And while I'm down there afterwards, I'm like, I'm going to stop past this event over here. And somewhere in that, I was just in that, how can I say this for lack of terms, hood mindset. But legal hood mindset, like, yo, I ain't got time for this. So it threw me out of sync on my actual schedule for the day. Like I told you, I needed church so bad. I was caught up because I'm like, I'm in a bad place. Not bad, but I was just frustrated.
He was in a situation.
And I made sure mama was all right. She went home and she said, what you doing? Yeah, you know, so again, it's not an excuse. It's just, that's exactly what happened. And then next thing I know, because Tina said, you got a couple of things to do. You going past Eric Mason Church? I was like, yeah, I'm going to go past there, holler at everybody. And then I said, I got something else to do. Let me handle this with the church. And then when it was all said and done, when I saw your text, right? Your text came through, I was like, something ain't right. That's when I was just like, Lord, whatever. And all I can think about, you know what really made me feel bad? Because it was Florence. I was just like, now somebody else, I'm not saying I don't have respect to person like that, but I'm looking at Florence. I was just like, let me get something together. So on the way home, I was like, so what happened was
yeah. Wait, my checking is set up.
You should have just brought her on tonight and been like,
no, she might come on because
just bounce me out, put Florence on tonight.
Because you know, Florence got the keys to the front door, so she may just pop through. I keep looking over here to see who may pop through, but we're gonna leave that alone. But I just say that.
But see, if I was on, you probably wouldn't have been in Reverend mode.
I know. See, because
I'm in Reverend mode though. I was because I literally was in church, right? And I was looking at the what do you call that, closed caption, and I was just looking at the words in the comment section and stuff, and I was just like, I was like, oh, Jay's getting it in, okay?
Yeah, we did, you know, bring ye tithes and ye offerings. We did have some scripture reading. I'm gonna leave that alone, but hopefully y'all check it out. Iron Sharpens Iron, Florence Donald, on her channel, Equip Institute.
Yes.
I'm gonna be on there this
Yes.
what is it, Friday too? I think I'm gonna be on there Friday. You know, hanging out with some cats. But let's say what's up to people. Frank Jackson is in the building. What's going on with you, brother? What's going on with you?
What's going on, Frank?
Sammy want to ask questions. He want to probe, you know, but that's all good. You know, we love Sammy. He said, can you turn that old church into a streaming studio? Ooh-wee. That's a question. That's a question. And do you own the building? Yes.
Oh, that's a question. I missed that. And I'm so,
yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not as hip as James with this stuff. I used to could do it. I fell off, but I would show you pictures of the sanctuary and all. And that, I don't want to say too much. It's not super public.
I'm not going to let you say too much.
My man started rearranging stuff
on the mute button.
I'm like, dude, like, I don't know why we can't like just work together, people, sometimes, you know, like, but I have ideas and stuff. But it's communication.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's interesting. So Sammy asked that question. I think I missed in the comment section about
Sammy was talking about
turning into a studio. That's something I really thought about. Yeah, I literally want to. I have to go through some legal work with it and find out. But it could be a situation where it has to remain being a religious use building or of that sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's coded nonprofit, whatnot. So, like I said, I have to go through. I'll say this much: I have to go through some stuff. I'm just not fond of the neighborhood that it's in. That's the thing, you know. Because I even thought about, if people were like, you know, well, you know, you can do this because we have a parking lot, but it's not big. It's not like a violent neighborhood, but it's just not an ideal spot, right? It's nothing around there. So, like, let's say you, Florence, Gretchen, everybody comes in. We got Doc Rock, Ken, and Glenn. The neighborhood that it's in, it's not like a Starbucks right around the corner, this, that, and the third. It's literally like you're kind of in the middle of the jungle type thing. And, you know, everything would have to be self-contained. And if you get known to bring celebrities around it, you can get surrounded. So I'm just like, I personally have a problem with stuff like that because I remember working in certain places in California where it was certain studios some artists never went to because it's like, you know, you wild easy to get to, you know, even though you insulate yourself in it, coming out could be a problem. So it's just like,
get out the car.
Nah, you don't want people lurking around like,
you got to get out the car. Okay. Yeah. You looking out, Pastor. I appreciate that.
So location bothers me. So I'd rather take something, you know, you take the equity from it and then start somewhere else. It's better to me if you pick better location.
And that's why a lot of churches
absolutely great idea though, Sam. Right? He said 100. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this alone.
You can't rob the offering plate.
You know, somebody put in 100.
Why should tell you to show up on time? Was you late?
No, I was on time. Listen, I do not. I'm 15 minutes early, and 15 minutes early is on time. Come on. That's that old military. See, Papa Hicks is in the building, so he knows. You show up 15 minutes early to be on time. And so,
right.
But that's all right. We're not gonna. Location is key. Sammy is on one tonight, boy. He going to school and learning how to do all this cinematography. So you know he big business now. He big. I'm surprised he don't have a night job at B&H or something with all the stuff that young Sammy, Mr. Superstar, is doing.
I'm proud of him, man. I like because you know Sammy's always on to that next thing. You know, he doesn't sit still. He's always doing something. He's on to that next.
Yeah, get out of his own way, like some of us don't do.
So,
right, hesitant. Don't be hesitant. What did Gretchen say? She said it is tough to find people who have worked do their own stuff enough to be able to truly collaborate. Humble is hard, but it gets easier with age. My goodness, she said humble that's gonna be a new T-shirt.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Gretch. Humble is hard. Wow. But it gets easier with age.
Sometimes. Because I
Wow.
was just having this
but
conversation with my wife the other night. You know, I got
big.
memory like an elephant, and I don't forget stuff. So, good or bad.
Well, that's good though. I mean, look. So just building on that, like slightly, work through their own stuff. I think honesty is a big thing. Where some of people's struggles, even in the social media realm, I think we bring. Okay. I'm gonna start to stir the pot real quick. We even get into the buying or innovating, having not dealt with our own internal problems, right? So we do stuff to mask what we have not ever addressed. So I don't know if this is where Gretchen was going, but it's so big to me what she said there, because it is hard on both ends. It's hard for me to collaborate with people if I find out that they're bringing baggage that they haven't really worked through, that they need to work through, because it's like you start to become a weight to me rather than iron sharpens iron in a lift. So like the reason why I can jump on the screen with you is because I always look at you like, if you don't have me around, you still gonna be going. You know, if you don't have me around, I'm still gonna be going. So when it's like that, it's like kind of like running with somebody rather than trying to get somebody up out of the seat in the middle of the run. Like if we're both sitting down talking, I can motivate you at the table. You can motivate me at the table. But if I'm already running, I'm not going to stop and tell you to get on the bike.
Yeah.
I got to see you riding the bike and say, hey, you want to flow with me? And if they're like, nah, I'm just going to do this cadence right here. I'm going to keep it at 12 miles per hour. Well, I'm going to keep on going at my 18 to 20. But if I see you at like 15 and up and trying to push and you just need a little motivation, I'm like, let's go. That's different than people not working through their own stuff, or as Gretchen is saying, work through their own stuff enough to truly collaborate. Now, on the flip side, you got people that's like, yo, man, I want to roll out with you. And I'm using cycling as an example, running or whatever your sport is. I'm a roll with you. And you say, okay. And then you waiting on them, and waiting on them got you late, dragging back, holding up, never getting nothing done. And that's what I'm looking at. And that's inspiring me from her point of they haven't worked through their own stuff enough. Like, why am I telling you got to put on running sneakers? You got basketball sneakers talking about you gonna run, you gonna go for a jog with me. That's not gonna work. Like if I got to take you through all of that, you ain't really that serious about running.
Yeah.
Right? If you got jeans on and you talking about you going for a run, if I got to tell you to put on jogging shorts or sweatpants or something, to me, like she said, it's hard to collaborate if you haven't worked through your own stuff. At least do some of the research if this is what you want to do. So yeah, a lot of times people do that. They try to, we need to collaborate. Just because I was on screen, you on screen, don't mean that collaboration is maybe equal might be a strong word, but not compatible.
Not compatible.
If that be the case.
Yeah, I mean, so read between the lines, folks. Right, KP over here reading through the good book, but I'm from. I'm old school. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna try to still be PC, but business and personal, right? A lot of times, see, oh Lord, he's swirling. Okay, well let me get mine too. Tall boy, I see you probably drinking your Minute Maid, but we drinking some other things right now.
Shout out to ATL Tall Boy.
Yeah, but it's a trip though, right? Because you want to work with everybody. You want to work with as many people as you can. You want to be a good Samaritan. But I tell folks again, if I'm already moving forward, and I don't believe that I can motivate somebody else. So contrary to what you just said, if you don't already have that motivation, I don't believe that I can motivate you. I think you need to be self-motivated. You need to get up and want to get out in these streets and do the thing. Right. I can help guide and I can help position. I can give you some information, but you got to want to get up out the bed every single day, take a shower, get dressed, and go out there and get in front of folks and do whatever it is, personal or professional. Right, I can provide guidance. I can put you in front of some people. My Rolodex is pretty deep. I can put you in front of Tall Boy and Sammy and Marvin and Gretchen and Florence. Right, I can put you in front of folks, and then I can open the door. Then you got to walk through with your skills. But there's a lot of folks who, I'll say it. There's a lot of folks who just want it to be all given to them. Especially, I'm seeing this different generation that we in. Right, folks feel like they are expecting something or that they are entitled to something without going out there and doing that work.
Right.
And what is the Joel Embiid, man? The respect the process, love the process, enjoy the whole marathon thing, man. I look forward to falling down. I look forward to falling down and then getting back up, brushing myself off, and then moving forward. But if you're not about that life. And I had this conversation with Tall Boy as well, because he's out there pushing, doing this thing, and I said, man, there's just some cats out here that aren't serious enough, like we are. We serious about this business, and there are other cats that just want it handed to them. You got to leave them folks alone. Can't help everybody. I think I guess I've gotten cynical. I'm now Morgan Freeman to get off my lawn, dude. I have now made it to that point in my life where I am that Morgan Freeman dude. I don't know. I'll drink to that.
Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we do it to ourselves, right? Think about it, James. Sometimes we do it to ourselves, right? I don't think it's a bad thing, but it happens. There's that. Okay, humble is. I think somebody mentioned it earlier about like this place of humble, right? But I've heard it twice. It's almost like a theme running. We hurt ourselves concentrating too much on humbleness if it already exists in us. Sometimes we suffocate our own selves questioning, are we humble, rather than just being ourselves who is humble, right? And then what happens is when we're on a roll, we start to make excuses for our own creativity, right? We're on a roll and we feel like we gotta help somebody because we figured out how to put 5 cameras in a room successfully, right? So before we can enjoy it or keep our foot on the gas and keep going to the next place, we spend so much time trying to put everybody else on. And we have to realize sometimes they're not in the place to see where you are, right? And if they're not in that place, you start wasting time or you start diverting and detouring and messing up your progress, right? Because you're trying to get somebody else in the space that you're in because you're proud of the space. Like, look, you had an idea and you did it. It's like, take my camera, for example. I was at an event again this weekend and it's 3 other photographers in the room. And it's like, I was about to start saying, yo, you need to wrap your camera. And the person was like, yeah, I'm thinking about wrapping. And I was like, yep, Alpha Guard. And they was like, yeah, that sounds good. How long do they wrap it for you? I'm like, no, you got to wrap it yourself. Oh, I ain't wrapping that, John. And in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, I'll wrap it for you. But I'm like, 2 problems right there. Do I want to get into the business of wrapping the camera for you? Right? Which is going to take time away from me using my camera. Or do I feel like I owe it to you because you're like, oh man, you the man, you the dope fly dude walking around here. Right. It's not my job to make you as fly as me.
You want to be friends. You want to have new friends.
Fly is relative. You call me fly. Yeah. Right. So I'm like, do I do it? And does that make me feel humble? Does that make me feel like I don't think I'm too big? Or am I messing myself up rather than take the compliment, give the information and move on? Now, it's like Gretchen said, you want to go hiking. I ain't got to tell you to get the hiking gear. Get the hiking gear. And matter of fact, you don't have to sweat me for it. Go to REI, go to Dick's and find out, yo, my friend Gretchen says she'll take me hiking and show me how to climb the mountain. What do I need?
Yeah, don't show
and then if you want to cross-check and say, hey, I'm about to buy these boots. And then she can say, hey, get this brand instead of that brand. But do the work. And if you're dealing with people that's not willing to do the work or get it together, if I'm getting rid of some equipment or I'm like, look, Sammy, I don't need this Cine rig stuff. I trust the Sammy because Sammy got his own stuff.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, Sammy, you need an Atmos Ninja and I'm about to get rid of my joint, I'ma holler at Sammy rather than somebody to say, oh, I want to do video too. They don't have no camera, no small rig, no nothing. And you feel like you got to put their whole rig together. No,
because they're not
I had to learn the hard way.
the
Stop
manual.
it.
They're not willing to learn the process and learn how to do the thing.
Nope.
Learn how to use it. But okay, so I want to go this route, but I
well, here's the cap on it, and I'm gonna let you finish. Here's the cap on it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, so what was I? Dang, I was gonna say and fell out of my head. Oh, I wanted to give some shouts out. Appreciate Gretchen there for the support. There, appreciate you, my friend. Listen, come on in the online too if you want to. Appreciate you, Gretchen. It's all about, again, we need to put more energy, effort, and time around the folks that are willing to do the work. And I think that's kind of what we were talking about. That's what I was trying to say. Why put all that energy? And this is a conversation that I have with Doc a lot, because he is so locked in on trying to help everybody. What is his mantra? Trying to reach a million people and trying to help a million people be creators, things of that nature. And I love that. I do. I applaud that. But there are folks on that million person trek that really just don't want to pick up their own feet. Don't want to go get the hiking boots, want to do it in flip-flops. Don't want to go out there and read the manual on how to use the jib and the center rig and put it together. And they want you to do it themselves. And then they appreciate the fact that they got to a point, but they don't know how to do anything. They're not self-sufficient. They're still relying on you. And he's still out there going out there and talking to the masses and trying to corral troops. I love that, and I was like I said, I was in his Discord channel. They chatting it up and chopping it up, and he's still doing that good work, and I love that fact. But I've just gotten, maybe I'm just again cynical. I'm now Morgan Freeman, the guy who is just done and tired, especially after my experience today with one of the brands that I work with. I'm just really gonna lock in, and like I mentioned on Florence's show the other day, there's family, there's friends, then there's acquaintances. Really, I'm drawing bold lines around those three boxes: family, friends, and acquaintances. Man, the acquaintances one is going to be, much bigger, less formal list. Family and friends, they know who they are. Y'all know who you are. But again, it's just a different mindset. Maybe I went right when some other folks went left, and I just feel this particular way. And living in Silicon Valley and working in enterprise IT, I see some shadiness as well. I don't know, man. That's where I'm at. Help me to help you. Yeah. I don't know what I just said, but I said it's not. Listen, it's not the Scots kicking in.
No, I like it. But what's crazy? Something you said there. And think about it. Our brother and friend, Dot Rock. I like when I got to learn and understand people. I'm like, I fall back and understand some people are out here to help the customer, not the creatives, right? There's a difference between targeting creatives and customers. When you're on the Ecamm side of stuff, even whether you work for Ecamm or not, if you so much as have an affiliate link, you have to know within yourself, are you trying to appeal to customers or creatives, right? Yeah. Because here's the other thing. There's some people I follow on Instagram, and it dawned on me, and I'm like, yo, I forget all of their names, but one of the guys, it's a Chris, is one of the Chris's, it's a couple of well-known ones, right? But I'm like, this guy is actually in the business of meeting the needs or turning on the customers, but it's masked as it's too creative. Because creators don't have time to look at the next lens. Like Sony just came out with another lens. It's dope, right? But the thing that nobody would technically like on it, you can't use the lens on a gimbal because you'd have to keep resetting it because it moves in and out. Like what Canon people don't really want to happen to some of their best lenses. We don't want we want the internal zoom, like zoom when they're rather than, the lens coming in and out. So it's like, if you spent the money on the G Master 2470, the G Master 2, then why would you get this other lens that's like, I think it's up to a 50 or something crazy like that. But I'm like, some of the people that you end up following, they're like, oh, check this lens out. And it's like, when I see some of my creative friends, I'm not going to name them, but I'm just like, are you into selling product and masking it as you're helping creatives because you use terminology? Oh, hey, creatives. It's like, yo, miss me with that. You just got an Osmo. So now because the new Hero came out, now you throwing the Hero out there and you're not really giving me what I actually need. You're just happy to say, ooh, look, I got the new this. Ooh, look, I got the new that. Ooh, look, I got the new this. Like, come on, with the vision goggles. How many people do you really see live now with these goggles on your darn head?
And how many people are returning?
What difference does it make what kind of signal lens you got or whatever if you're sitting there with a thing on here? That's internal. That's personal. It's not a bragging point after it's like, oh, I spent $4,000. Whoop-de-doo. I think it's a great piece of work. It's a great product, right? If I just had the extra $4,000, I get it too. But it's not something that I'm throwing at creators because honestly, that may not be what everybody needs, but everybody will jump on and be like, oh, I'm doing this with the goggles. I'm doing that with the goggles. Ooh, come on. Check this out. The Sony just came out. I have a reason to get an A9, right? But at the same time, I can give you 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't get the A9. Am I going to get it? I don't know. But if I get gigs where I can use it for sports or something, yeah, I'll get it. But I'm not going to sit there unboxing the A9. Look at the A9. If that's not what I do. So I'm watching people that's like, you're not really an unboxer. You're just saying, I had enough money to buy the new lens. That's not your bag. And stop making it like you're doing it for creatives when you're doing it for customers.
Man, y'all heard.
It's a big difference, bro.
Let that right there marinate. Let that marinate. Doing it for creatives versus doing it for customers. Who's the customer? Are you the customer?
The customer.
Are you the customer, or is the brand the customer?
And it's okay.
Or is the community the customer? Because we can go in different directions depending on how you want to answer.
Because here it is. Take it and run with it. Because Monty, like, this is why I like Monty Weaver. Monty's been consistent since I met Monty in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Monty doesn't throw you off. Monty's always got boxes coming in, and he's going to say, hey, this is a nice phone holder. You need to check out my next live. I'm going to be talking. This is a new ruler, and check out my next live. He's introducing products. Go to my Amazon, buy the thing. But then you got others that are like, oh, check out the unboxing of the new Sony camera. That's not your bag, baby. That ain't what you do. So now you confusing, because are you appealing to customers and calling it creatives, right? Or if you're into creatives, then you're talking about old equipment. You're talking about relevant equipment. You're still talking about the SM7B, not the DB version. You're helping me to use the stuff that I have. That's a word right there. You're helping me to use the stuff that I have, not throwing in my face what I don't have. It's Sammy's got a Cine rig, right? I'm not going to sit there and say what you have on your Cine rig. It's a Cine rig. Let's talk about Cine rig, not I got an A7C on my Cine rig and you got an A5100 on your Cine rig. That's not what we talking about. We talking about getting the picture. Right, let him ask me, this is what I have. How do I use this best? Not.
Let me pull up. Hey, Sammy, come through, brother. Come through.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on. Anybody come through if you want to, because we chopping it up. Don't be scared.
I like Sammy's picture with the first Cine rig he had.
That's what I'm looking for.
Where the lens was like here.
Sony was running. Sammy was running in the snow. I got cold. Looking at him. He was running in the Oh, hold on, man. I didn't mean to have all my business.
I was like, what in the contraption did he set up? Yo, that's a dope outfit there.
Here we go. Look at Sammy running in the snow.
Sammy's my guy.
This brother. He got
man, he's come a ways, man, my dude. Look at him.
Sammy be out there.
He got the anamorphic lens, man.
You see that? That's that Siri too, right?
Oh, he's got the
That's one of them snipers.
Yep. He got that bougie joint. He got the bougie one. I got the cheap lenses. I got the cheap series. I got the cheap ones. He got the expensive one. Anamorphic lens.
God, well, you know, Sammy got that. Sammy got that good
Sammy.
money though. Yeah, Sammy got that good money. Hold on, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do that. Oh my gosh. Let me do this. Hold on, Sammy. I'm messing up. I'm in preview mode. Okay, there we go. There go the link, brother. My fault. I didn't even. Oh, okay. So KP, check this out. Mom has gotten on my case.
Yes, sir.
For many a day. Mom is here. So mom and dad are here. Mom has been waiting for you to come online. She don't want to see me. She want to hear you come up in here and spread the good news. I sent them the link to
your whole family is dope.
I sent them the link to your service the other day, and they was checking you out, and they said, they thought I was there with you, but I said, so my mom is here and you here and we live. KP, mom, there you go, all right. Did you guys?
I'm glad I ain't say nothing bad in that service, and my mother wasn't at that service either, so she was watching online, but she didn't. She said, "You guys got me tuned in."
got me tuned in.
Come on, mama. She said, "Tune in, tune in."
I'm not mad at you.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, Sammy. Okay, hold on. The vest was $300 on sale. See, where he get that? I need to find the deals that where he shopping at.
Wait, where you get that $300 on sale?
Yeah, because that's real money. That should be grown folks' money. I mean, $300 is $300, but okay. So he know people. B&H, Adorama. Sammy's camera is named after Sammy, our Sammy. So just so y'all know that. All right.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, man, you in. I see you coming through on YouTube. I know you're not on Facebook. Oh, Lord. She over there experiment now. So, oh, my gosh. She pushing buttons. Yeah, we got you. We got you, Sister Hicks. She new to the YouTube. It's all good.
Yeah, your whole family's just wonderful, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Why is the... So what's the usage? I got Speedify open, right? No, it was going in and out. So I don't know if that's I'm trying to figure out what's running on my computer. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure it's not the...
Love you, Gretchen.
What do you call it? The
what you got running, man? In the background.
I'm pretty sure it can't be Ecamm. I'm gonna turn Ecamm off. And I'm just turning Ecamm off because I don't know if it's like popping through something. So I'm gonna just find a daggone camera 1 second. Okay, it's this one. So I'm gonna switch it to that. And then I am going to turn Ecamm off. I don't know if the NDI is eating at it or something.
It might be. Actually am considering switching from NDI back to just using Ecamm's internal camera switcher, just for processing, at least until I get my next studio. And anybody want to contribute to the fund? Because your boy is ready to get the next. I got the first Mac Studio. I'm trying to get the new one. Now I'll give you a good family rate on this original one. There you go, putting it out there in these streets.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I done got super pixelated. You want me to sign out, come back in? I don't know.
Lord have mercy.
You can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Look, who was that? We was teasing. Don? Was it Don?
Nah, it was Irvin. It was Irvin.
I'm ghosted. Irvin, yeah, I'm ghosted.
It was
out,
Irvin,
bro.
And it was Steve Worthy. It was Steve Worthy talking about what you got.
Worthy, yeah, it was Worthy. I was just like, is Sammy in the room yet? Because then Sammy can no, I'm gonna go out and come right back in.
Don't worry. Listen,
like
you
crazy.
leave. I'm gonna take you off the screen. I know how to push these buttons. It's all good. It's all good. Right. I invited a couple of other folks to come in as well. Listen, this is what we do, y'all. Just chop it up, have a little fun. Try to have a word, have a message in here as well. I think we've already had one, but there's gonna be some more as well for sure. Gretchen says she's got the Refurb M2 Studio. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about going that route. You know what? Let me see. I really shouldn't be going to this website, but we're gonna do it anyway. Hold on. All right, man. Trade in. Let's see. There you go. Trade in your Mac and get a credit. Let's just see. Man, I can get $1,000 for my studio. I'm trying to hold on. That's it. What? Oh, she's talking about Keith. Okay. So let's say this is what. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping, y'all. It's dangerous. My wife, no, she's not home yet. Okay, man, it'd be real bad if Jen was here and she saw me. I'd have some explaining to do. I don't even see the studios on here. Y'all see the studios? Hold on. Oh, here we go. See, you got to scroll over. Bam. Order now, pick up in the store tomorrow. Lord have mercy. See, that's not a good thing. That's not. Order now, pick. So hold on, I don't want to go to that store though. Oh my God, available today. I'm glad he came back because I was really about to buy Mac Studio. Man, listen. They got my new studio down the street. What you doing, brother?
It just came out?
No, it's
Did it just come out?
No, I'm sitting here chatting with Gretchen, and I'm gonna blame her for this expenditure, and there's a possibility that I may roll out to there before 9 o'clock tonight and get this new. All I need is the 12 core CPU. I don't need to do a whole lot. And they got it in stock. I'm gonna trade in this old one. Man, keeping the economy going, folks. That's what we doing. Tall boy, we gonna get you over to Mac. I got a OG Mac Studio for you right here. It'll be ready for you in 3 hours. Keith, your eye, you fell asleep?
So I noticed something.
What'd you notice?
No. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Can you hear me?
Always.
Okay. I just noticed something. So the thing I had to be careful of, I love this in Ecamm. So in Ecamm, you can take and set in the different profiles. You already knew this. Most of y'all knew this. My slow self didn't know this. Each profile you assign where the recording drive is, right? Mm-hmm. So I made a new profile and I didn't have my hard drive plugged up. So it chose the internal drive. So on that profile, I never switched it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize once you finish recording to it, then it's trying to upload all of that information to the cloud.
Truth.
So then you got that running in the back. And I'm sitting here like, why? Because I'm looking at Speedify and I'm looking like, why is the things uploading? That graphic that's going up. And I'm looking at it jumping. And I'm like, what's uploading? Like, I should be able to log in and stream. And I'm looking at it in the background. It's like right now it's flat. So I'm like, okay. So when it was pixelating, I'm sitting there like, maybe it's because something's uploading. And when I looked at it, I'm like, what do I got? Lightroom stuff uploading or something? I don't know what was going on.
That's what it
was. But it was like throwing data like up into the cloud.
So you were blowing up your upload
sense.
Speed right there. And as someone who can talk to us intelligently about this particular scenario, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello,
Sammy, superstar. God, that's a bad.
There's
man,
my
right?
guy. What's going on with
Sammy? What it do, brother?
What you got on your ears, Sammy? I like it.
I got the headphones. I think these are Samson. I forgot.
He don't know. He got all of them, so it's all good.
Right.
But Keith,
Yeah, he
Keith,
got
that's what it was.
high
You
level,
you were
high,
probably
high
you were
end
saving
stuff
to
on.
your local drive, and the drive is connected to your iCloud. So as it was saving, it was also trying to upload to the cloud, and that was just killing your internet upload speed. So we can't blame Tina for streaming Netflix or anything on her side. We can't blame Tina for that. It was all
Yeah.
you. It was all you. So Sammy, talk to us, man. What's
All
going
you.
on with you, man?
I'm at college right now.
Okay.
We got the FX30 with the vintage lens, actually.
God, Joe,
The
vintage.
anamorphic is over here.
So when you say vintage lens, talk to us. What is
Look at
that?
that.
Give us some specs, because you know we like specs. Talk to us about specs.
This is a f2.8 vintage like lens. I don't know. I found it at a thrift store. Maybe you know those like old film cameras,
Mm-hmm.
like the old Canons. Like those are one of them. And randomly, I found the adapter, and then I put it on the Sony, and it worked.
Okay. Listen, man. Do you, brother? Do you? I love that.
It gives a
Right?
vintage look, right?
Not mad at that. Not
Yeah.
mad at that.
And
It's
also, I got this other one for $20.
See,
Old,
stop it.
Wow.
How and how, where?
What
and-
is it?
Don't give us all the game, but talk to us about how $20. Who you know?
thrift store. Vintage stack. But I buy most of my stuff from B&H.
I ain't mad at that, man. I ain't mad at that. Listen, man, we got a full
I want
house
to know
going
if James
in
still
here.
got that
What?
Sennheiser mic.
No,
Sennheiser.
no, I don't.
I
But
need
hold
that
on, let
Sennheiser
me
mic.
wanted to join it and cause a little trouble too. Oh my God, it's not
TBJ.
Tall Boy, it's TBJ. What it do, brother? What it do? Oh, he muted. Lord have mercy. Or I don't know. Do you know that you live?
He muted. We reading.
Yeah,
lips.
he's muted.
Yeah, he done muted himself. He pushing too many buttons.
Don't knock a lens over trying to find it.
Okay.
Remember that last week? He knocked everything over.
So I want to tell everyone something.
We all were hurt, man. I was like,
Yeah.
he knocked the lens over.
Huh.
Talk to us, Sammy.
All of your wives are going to kill me for this.
Oh my gosh, there you go.
Go to eBay.
Yeah.
Type in red camera. 8K. You know those big red cameras? Guess how much they are from just a couple years ago.
Man, I can't
Cheaper
do that.
than a price. Cheaper than a price than an A1. And you can shoot
4 grand.
8K video, right?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I've had some unfortunate situations with eBay. I used to have a store, and I got caught up by someone overseas, and they stole some credit cards, and I was selling some laptops, and I ended up having to pay back. Yeah, it was not a good move. So I Sammy's.
You didn't got
Who knows where the stream just went, y'all? But there you go.
Okay.
So, Sammy. So,
am I back? Can you hear me?
yeah, you back. You back. You interrupting the conversation.
Buddy. You done got overseas. Look at you, boy. Oh, we about to wild out tonight. Stop playing. TVJ in the building.
Wasn't nobody else talking.
What's up, Keith? You ain't never met this before. You ain't never seen me before. What's happening?
What's up, man? Yeah.
Don't forget, Mama might be in the audience now.
I know,
Hey, Mama. Mama like them cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Mama like the cartoons. What's up, Sammy? Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a
we're
whole
all
takeover
right.
over here. We're
So
gonna
you
give you a good look. That's what we're gonna do.
So
done.
you were saying about
I don't know what I was saying, because Charlie Brown came through. I mean, TBJ came
Right.
through. Franklin from Charlie Brown came through.
Man, put some respect on my name. My
TD
name
Jakes
is
came through. He said
TD
no.
Not TD Jakes. See,
TBJ.
you over there playing, calling me TD Jakes.
TBJ, you got jokes. No, so Sammy, I will not mess with eBay too much anymore. I had a bad experience. I see these prices,
No.
and for red, those are decent prices. 4,000, and then that helium 8K 6,000. But that's what it costs.
No. It was 5,000
Yeah.
actually. I found one
Oh.
fully rigged up.
Okay, well, I'm Sony all the way though, man.
I know.
Yeah, we Sony over here all the way. I had an opportunity to maybe switch over to Black Magic, and I decided no. Listen, that would just be
good.
Yeah, right. I couldn't show my face amongst the community if I made
Wow,
that.
he was like, "Don't you do it."
Don't you do it.
He said, "Don't you do it."
God, Sammy was ready to throw me under the bus, boy.
Sony is just so much better.
Yeah,
The
he said, "Don't you do that."
ZE1, all those stuff.
Mm-hmm. See, now we want tall boy TBJ.
And James, you got the 30, right? You still got the 30.
No, I sold a 30. I'm going full frame with the ZVE1 right now. That's camera one.
Got it.
I'm thinking I'm holding off for those new ZVE10 Mark IIs to come out. Hopefully,
He's still buying new cameras. He just got to use what he got. That's it. Just use what you got, man. Why you keep trying to upgrade?
Yeah.
Put that money to something else, man. You always buying new-ish.
Okay.
Stop it.
Here's what you do. Invest in
I'ma
a
give
good
him
lens.
Turned into South Park, boy.
He got some money. Let me hold something, James. We over here dropping $10 in the chat. Come on, man. Like, let me hold something. You trying to get some more ZV10s. You want the 11s now, don't you?
I can't do it.
The ladies love TBJ, boy. You gotta stop playing.
Moderator gonna kick you out the stream though. Okay. What had happened is,
I'm gonna follow the speed limit, Keith. I'm gonna follow the speed limit.
Yeah, follow the speed limit because Sammy got the wrench and Sammy. I'm gonna just give Sammy the the hootie hoo, and next thing you know, oh my God, there's only 3 of us. But let's get back. Hold on, I want to talk to Sammy real quick, TBJ and KP, because Sammy's at school, and I want to be respectful of the man being in the Institute of Learning. Now what are you studying now, Sammy? Cinematography, advanced Lightroom?
Just cinematography and film, basically.
Just listen at him, humble. He humble, boy.
Just doing. I have to take the basic courses right now, so I'm just doing cinematography and some other things on the side.
Okay. So how's that going?
I'm good, but I'm focusing more on the.
Stay focused.
I'm focusing more on the my skills now because I'm getting what I learned. Truth bomb. Autofocus is good, but manual focus is even better.
Wow. Okay.
Because when you have access to manual focus and you know how to focus, you can do some great things. Because if you want to film, pretend you were doing an interview. I know TBJ might do an interview someday. I know Tallboy does, but I don't know about TBJ. But if you were doing a 2-camera interview, you had a wide shot and then a close shot and a medium shot, you could get a really good shot, and then you can have the focus on maybe James, and then it's blurred for TBJ, and then you look at it, and it's actually the opposite. That's why I love manual focus. That's what they do in TVs and movies, and I bet you Keith knows about that. because
No.
he
You know
has
what's
that
interesting, Sammy? I'm glad you said it because I wanted to know from somebody who uses. Because I literally, so I'm about to sound like James. I was itching to get the Nightwalker lens, the Surrey Nightwalker, and I have the small rig, the wheel focus, right, and it has the limits on there to set, but I don't have a manual lens. So I was interested in why would I, like how do you work the manual lens? So I'm glad to know that when I saw that you had the anamorphic lens, I was going to grab one of those on sale, but I'm like, I don't know what to do with it because I've never done like the manual focus like that.
So Keith, let me ask you.
See, I've
do
been
you
chasing the shot.
Keith, let me ask you. Do you shoot in manual or do you shoot in auto?
It all depends on the scenario. So like most of the time I'll do manual, but if I'm like walking around in a place with bad lighting, I'll just kind of either go into program or aperture setting. And sometimes I'll just hit auto and I have like my settings in the auto so I can just get the shots. Like, yeah. But I'll do manual if I'm just like taking pictures of somebody and at freelance, setting up the shot. I'll go manual. It's kind of like a brag thing with photographers, like, oh, you need to have it in manual. I put it in manual. But if it's like I got to do something quick and I can't afford to miss the shot, I don't play around because sometimes through the viewfinder it looks okay, and then you get home and it's like you got to do all this enhancement. So it all depends. But most of the time it's manual most of the time.
James, do you
but video, I would.
No, go ahead.
A used Nightwalker 332.
Yeah,
that's not new. That's new. It's 5% off. That's
like
brand new.
I got the anamorphic lens.
Oh, that's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And this was
right. You got
this for
that nice
thing. But what I like about the anamorphic lens that no one tells you about.
Look at that anamorphic
the flares.
Right
no, this is the APS-C one.
The flares are crazy.
Flares are nice, but it gives you, because I also have, where is it? I love this lens too. The 85.
Oh, yeah, we can deal with those. We can deal with
the
these
85 prices. Is
good.
Yeah,
come on, man. There you go. 85 is a beauty. That's a beauty.
But
that's a beauty.
When I'm filming, I wanted that movie look. And this gives me that cinematic quality. I can get this from there, but just the letterbox, when it's fake, when it's fake, and the framing, and you actually know when someone does a good job. They either know how to use this and they actually tape off the thing so they actually get the right framing, or they are using an anamorphic lens. That is the truth. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Sammy just going to drop the mic right there. God,
so what about the autofocus? Like, so with the focusing, right? So because that Surrey is manual, right? So you got your camera, you got that Surrey anamorphic on there. You pointed, me and James and Tallboy sitting at the coffee table talking. You pointed at us. The camera's doing nothing. You have to manually dial in on what you want. Am I correct?
Yes and no. Because this one that I actually
talk to me about it.
The good thing about manual focus, if you know how to manual focus perfectly, and it's a good shot and you don't actually move around, it's going to be in perfect focus. And what's good about that is you can buy a cheaper manual focus lens and have perfect focus, or you're going to cheap out on a cheap ass lens that does bad autofocus. The manual focus will actually look better. And that the cheap manual focus lens will actually look great. That's the thing that I figured out.
Got you. Got you.
And I bet you
Come on,
that was Sammy, boy. Sammy done came of age, boy. Sammy, like he telling it like a TI is now.
Man,
He telling it.
he
and
ain't
I
young
think
boy no more.
TBJ knows what I'm talking
Sammy telling
about.
it like a TI is from
Hey,
now
he a
on.
grown man now.
Yeah,
That boy
yeah,
done turned 18. He got some hairs on his
Right.
chest. That's what he
Sammy grown
got.
folks now, boy.
Cheap ass lens. Stop
You
playing with
know.
me now.
I mean, tall boy, we got beep him now. You got to be like beep.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheap. Got a cheap.
My gosh. Hey, Victor's in the building. Appreciate you for jumping in, man. All the way from over the water.
Oh, you're still out in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
listen,
Victor over there doing it big over there.
we international
just
now.
like
We
cameras
international.
all over the place in the Philippines. He probably at the top of the building over there, just live streaming.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So talk
From
about
Lala's house to
TVJ
the
or
house.
somebody over there in Hot Atlanta, over there on Peach Street. What you into, man? You've been in the lab, literally and figuratively lately. You've been in the cut. What's going on in your world as it relates to this business, this entrepreneurship, this content creation? Let's get a message going, because we had a message going, and then you came in and then you took us down another road. So I'm over here texting with my folks. You know, they like, what happened to the sermon?
He like, we need you to reset it. Reset it.
We gotta reset the room. Oh Lord.
Literally. Talk to me.
How do I take myself out and then
Oh my
go
God.
back?
Oh my God.
No. I mean, this is an Ecamm. So this should be a cogwheel right here.
I tell you what, I'm gonna take you off screen. You fix yourself.
No, that's you.
No.
That's
No.
you, right?
I know. You take off the Charlie Brown, or you take off the
This guy right here. He
take off
gotta
the
be messing
Spurs.
with you. Why you gotta
and
be
then
doing
you come back with
that? I
the
ain't did
7
nothing to
footer.
the man. Yeah, you know.
So Rich Fives in the
Rich,
building,
what's going on, Rich?
all the way from the
What's up?
UK. So have we talked to you, Keith, about Rich Fives? He a DJ over there. Yeah, he over there spinning
Okay.
vinyl for the folks in the UK. He's a bad man. Okay, there he go.
Love vintage, man.
Yeah, there he go. Oh, and look at him. He got on some. What is that? He got on.
Yeah, I got on my ATL gear. I'm a
Go
little
ahead.
hot over here on these lights.
Look
That's
at
what I am. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Ooh, jeez.
Get that white
Burning
balance
up
down there.
Ooh,
Get
Lord,
that-
I'm
get that
burning
white
up over
balance.
here. Let me see.
Yeah, get that. Hold on, I can take care of some of that, but you're gonna have to
I
fix
look
some
a
of
little
it.
bit better over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring me on this camera over here. I'm looking this camera.
Yeah,
Hey,
bring
how
the
y'all
other camera
doing?
back. I can
TVJ was
fix-
over there wilding out, wasn't he?
Yeah.
TVJ, that alter ego boy. All the things tall boy can't say, TVJ can say. You know what I'm saying?
That's like your Jekyll and Hyde is what that is, right?
Well, ain't no Jekyll and Hyde. That's just TVJ.
Okay.
I see y'all drinking. What y'all drinking on? Y'all got some grown man over there, huh?
Yeah, we're not gonna go into specifics. We just, that's just the night.
I'm finished. Look, the way Sammy talking, he got a brown bag with a 40 in it.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. And Tall Boy got a little something more. I thought you was drinking your Minute Maid. You got some.
No. Hey, look, this ain't Wednesday, brother. This
Oh my God.
is
Hold
come on now. Hey, you
Do
better
it
stop
again.
playing with me.
Do that one more
You want
again.
me to do it again? Oh, I was gonna, crack the bottle tonight for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's that new flavor.
You
Have
do
y'all
the
heard about
unboxing.
that?
You the
Juice.
unboxing man. We not
He got-
unboxers.
Have y'all seen
He
the
got
new
Deacon
the new
juice.
flavor? Have y'all seen that new flavor? Now they
Have
say they said do not mix this. This is the Blackberry Crown Royal, and if you from the old school, you know it come with the bag. It come with the bag. That's where you used to put all the loose change in. That's what your grandpa put that loose change.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on, just 1 second. Give me a second. Right there. Hold on a second.
What
Brandon
happened?
say you need a white grandma on here to fix the white balance. Mama, if you don't come on this
Right.
channel on this,
Oh Lord Jesus!
I choked on my drink. Oh my God. Oh, she's so good.
I love it.
She said you need the white grandma on there to fix the white balance. Good Lord have mercy.
That's why we had to
Okay.
switch to another camera.
Oh my gosh. How many
So,
punches?
Gotta switch to that
so I went
Sony.
out and bought. So I went out and got a good deal, like he said, Sam. I went to the pawn shop.
Okay.
I'm a frequent shopper at the pawn shop because that's where you get your best deal. So that's a gem drop right there. But I found 2 auto poles for the price of 1. So if y'all not familiar with what auto poles are, you can hold up about
auto poles. Okay, right on.
You put up to 40, 50 pound auto pole, and then that way you don't have to worry about tripods and C-stands all over your house, right? Or in your studio. You can just have the auto pole and you get your magic friction arms and your C-clamps and you put them all, position them wherever you need to put them. And you can have camera 1 to the white grandma over here with, camera 2 and, kind of go with that, but it's all on one auto pole. So I got 2 and I already had 1. So what I did was I took it and made it a crossbar. Now I didn't know all the accessories were going to be expensive because, you got to have the little clamp to hold it doing the cross thing. And I think I didn't know all this stuff was going. The hooks were going to cost me. But I mean, it took me some time. So I took this weekend to try to get the studio upright. And this is what the look is. I got to figure out this white balancing, and I'm trying to look at the framing of this here because see how much headroom you guys have on y'all shot, but then the way my pole is set, and because this is a 16 mil on this lens here, where this is a 24 to 105 on this one, I'm trying to balance it to where it looks smooth for Wednesday show, if that makes sense. So I spent some time just updating the Roku and the TBE media channel. Took this weekend uploading the Lab Tech show with articles, so doing a lot of writing. And shout out to Taja and YT Copycat. Shout out to them for that assistance with the writing, if that makes sense. So you got to use these automation tools to make it work for you. And unfortunately, I'm not, and this is not to take anything away from anybody that's a copywriter or anything like that, but it's like, hey, y'all's job is in jeopardy. We talking about Sora that's about to really put a lot of people out of business. I mean, if you saw what was going on with Tyler Perry, he said he's stopping expansion on a $800 million project.
$800 million expansion.
Just because of what Sora can do.
Yeah.
And it's like I mean, this is about to affect the grips. This is about to affect, the cameramen, basically it's like, hey, all I need is the actors and I can prompt it. So, I mean, you put the drone operators out of shop, So, I mean, a lot of people like, hey, I embrace this AI. And like I tell people all the time on, if you watch my show, you know what I always say, embrace this technology because it's going to happen whether you like it or not. If you learn it, like how I'm learning some of these, learning this Taja that you have been speaking on. If you learn it, you're on the right side of history because now you can outsource it because other people don't know about it, and you can, use it as sell it as a service, and you're not doing the work, but you're still making your money. But if they don't know it, oh well. So I'm not gonna keep on giving out too many gem drops because if y'all ain't figured it out by now, you better embrace this AI. So I took this weekend to really embrace this AI, try to get caught up, because we talk about Shannon Sharp, we talk about that big interview that he had with Kat, and it's like, hey man, build your infrastructure, build it out. You got it. I mean, James has hicksnewmedia.com. I have the Lab Tech Show, tallboy.us. Build that infrastructure and drive the people there. And even though, yes, we're pushing our content out on YouTube, but I mean, there's going to be a time where they're only going to be getting snippets over here from me because it's going to be like, meet me over here.
Yeah.
But that's, but you're sitting back and you're watching. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Roland Martin Unfiltered on YouTube. And there was a thing where Taraji P. Henson made a big issue over the fact that Oprah didn't pay her worth. Right. And then you heard Terrence Howard say he was only paid $5,000 for a movie, a big movie that he was in. And then the movie that he was in with was it Taraji with It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp? He was paid less than that, I want to say. So but then you're listening and you're watching Country Wayne on Instagram, and you're looking at how much money that they're making, and it's like, well, what if he had his own website? What if he had his own network and he just drove everybody there? Because if YouTube is paying out X checks for this, and I ain't trying to shut you down for what I'm about to say, James, but if YouTube is paying you X checks here, right? Yeah. No disrespect. How much are they getting?
True.
That's why we talk a lot about owning, and you already mentioned it. So yeah, Tallboy, come on instead of TBJ sometime, because you over here dropping some gems, right? I mean, we've always talked about owning your own thing and staying in your lane or creating your lane, right? You're doing that. Sammy's doing that. KP is definitely doing that with his creativity, and I think that's why we're thriving, right? The deals, the opportunities, whatever, they come when they come, but the ones that come are pretty lucrative. Right, because again, we do what we do, and I can tell folks, I can advocate for the other three on the screen right now. No one does what they do better than the other three cats that are on the screen right now.
True.
Listen, young Sammy is out here making things happen. First time I met Sammy, the boy had a movie on
Prime.
Oh yeah,
on Prime.
The boy, I'm sorry, the young fella had a movie on Amazon, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then I reached out to him. I said, okay, shouts out to you. Kudos. Sammy, can you make me some overlays? Because I see you making overlays. The man made some overlays. I sent him a couple of nickels, and I was like, this man is the truth.
Yeah.
Right? And then KP has carved a whole different lane in terms of photography and creativity. Right? It's
yes,
fashion
totally.
photographer, a creative fashion photographer. I don't know what you're gonna put on your business card, brother, but the way you show up is different. The way you show up is actually part of the package, not just the end result, not just the Lightroom LUTs, not just the book of business. But when KP show up and he got lights mounted on the bottom of his feet, ain't nobody else doing that.
Yeah,
don't nobody else show up to an event with Ulanzi lights mounted on their feet. Go ahead, boy.
You got a picture of that?
No. You know what? I shared with this. It was young.
I'll find out why he's talking. Yeah.
It's on the Instagram, tall boy. Listen, it was a young lady showed up to the event this weekend, and she was there. She was kind of like, she was a member of that church, and I know the pastor and everybody there, so I was there to really like listen to the speakers that were there. A few of them were from Atlanta. Jackie Hill Perry, her husband, and then there was my buddy Damon Richardson, a couple other people. But I'm around there shooting. So afterwards, I really thought this girl was like fire, because I saw her with her Canon camera. She was moving around. She was watching me. So afterwards, she was asking me for tips and stuff. Mm-hmm. And she's like, do you have a website? And I told her, I said, no, I don't actually have a website yet. She's like, you don't? She's like, because I was like, yo, I know you're a professional in this, that, and the third. I said, you know what? I am a professional. I said, but here's what I'm different with. Now, mind you, I sold her on what I'm doing, right? I didn't have the website, didn't come in there, have the business cards and all. And I told her this. I said, here's just my perspective. And this is what worked for her. I said, when I'm at events, I'm watching a bunch of photographers give out their business card. I said, you know what that says to me? You need business. I said, if people are watching you they think that you're dope, they see that you're dope, your equipment is selling them, your motion, your action is selling them, then people are coming to you. If you don't have a business card, it actually pulls them in a little bit more. It's not like you missed it in that moment, because they're already sold on what you do. So I said, I don't think that's the best strategy. True. If you're a wedding photographer, definitely you want to have the cards, right? But if you're doing what I'm doing, like we said, James, this is my lane. I'm not out here trying to get weddings. Will I do weddings? Yeah, but you know what's funny? Business-wise, I'm on some Earn Your Leisure stuff. If you're not following them on Instagram, follow Earn Your Leisure, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's the secret. I'm just dropping the gem right there. Follow them, and you're gonna know what's up. But the thing is, if I need to do weddings, I already have people that I'm compatible with. Back to the beginning of this conversation, people that I meet up to their brand. So they're already like, yo, I may need a second shooter for something, and they're ready for me to do it because they know I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I myself don't need to go into wedding photography because that's going to take up your whole damn Saturday, right? It's going to take up your week because you got to go sit at these meetings. You got to find out this, that, and the third. I can't do that and do live streaming at the same time, but I can do an event. I can do some photo shoots. I can do some headshots so I can make money. But for me, I don't have time to get trapped up in the bigger bag of one day that actually is not just one day, because now you have to accessorize. You got to have the black. There's too much stuff going on. So it's not one size fits all. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with people trying to tell people how to do it. And back to what Tallboy was saying, I'm with him 100%. Sora is about to jack some stuff up. But I think the reason why I said earn your leisure, not just plugging them on this show, but the thing is, they're consistently saying, here's what technology is, here's where things are going, this is where the money's going, whatever. And they're not actually telling you what you got to do or what you're going to miss. They're letting you decide on your own based on the information given. Because if somebody put out Sora, if you tell everybody, oh, you got to shift because Sora about to take everybody's job, then that means that everybody's trying to find out what's the next bus to jump on, and it's all crowded, right? If you're the platform that says, hey, we're all going to have to pivot, cool. But for the rest of us, you take the information and you adjust accordingly. The adjustment is not the same for everybody, because there's some people that panic. That's like, there's nothing to panic for because you're not creating movies, right? There's nothing to panic for because you don't need the script like everybody else. Some people need the script. They follow this, They do the outline, and now you don't have podcasts no more.
True.
So to me, it's not a one size fits all. So again, I think we're back to that whole thing about the true creative already understands who they are, right? And if they haven't developed to where they need to be, that's when they tap in to find out, what can I glean from Hicks's platform? What can I glean from Tallboy's experience? What can I glean from what Sammy is cool. I'm glad to be Sammy's friend. So everything I need to know when I shoot videos, I'm gonna be like, yo, Sammy, I got this, that, and the third. I know how to tap in because I've decided that's what I want to do. I'm not waiting on the Sammy course to tell me how to be a cinematographer, and I don't want to be a cinematographer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that. But I have access if I need to do something in that lane.
Keith, I said Sammy answered the phone too. He answered the phone too. That's the best. That's the beautiful thing. Sammy answered the phone. You know, some folks, some cats, they just hey, go straight to voicemail. You be like, bro, hit me back, bro. Like I'm reaching out to you for a reason. You know, Sammy like, what's up? What's up, Keith? What's up, James?
Right.
I'm sorry I let you go to voicemail.
Hey, Tallboy, I think everybody wants some of what you got in that glass, boy.
He like, wait.
I think everybody wants some of what you got in that glass. I think we all want a little sip of whatever you got. We like, yo, pour some of that over the screen.
Look, let me tell you something. This just came out, so I don't know if y'all heard about it, but this is the blackberry flavor. See, James, I don't know what you did. Let me switch back over here.
All I did was make it full screen so you could tell people what you got.
See, I ain't got that white grandma all over here. So this is the blackberry flavor. This is Crown Royal. All right, it ain't the peach. It ain't the salted caramel. Now, Tallboy don't really drink, but we drinking tonight. So. Now, look, let me tell you like this. It do taste like medicine. So I watched a couple TikTok videos. James, you'd be proud of me. I was on TikTok. And the man literally was like, don't do this by itself. Don't do it straight. You're going to have to mix it with something. Now, if you go, now what will really hook this up is if you go get some blueberry preserves.
Lord have mercy. He done turned it into a breakfast snack.
And you put the blueberry, you just take one scoop of blueberry preserves and put it down in the
James, you said a breakfast snack.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell y'all. What? You put that blueberry scoop right there in the bottom. You get you a shot, 2 shots. Mix it with lemonade. Now y'all can go do whatever else y'all want to do.
I love lemonade.
But you mix it with the lemonade. man. When I tell you, you gonna think that this is a fruit drink and it's gonna sneak
You
up
gonna
on
have
you.
Sammy making drinks for the college
Sammy
kids.
gonna be faded in class.
Okay.
Sammy gonna have a little bar in his dorm room. He gonna have a bar.
I'm not advocating for you to be drinking out here because you're under 21, but I know that college kids are gonna be college kids. Lemonade is your friend. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can I tell you something that you're gonna hate me for?
Sammy drunk now. Oh,
okay.
Sammy faded right now.
I've tried wine, but I don't like the taste.
That's all right.
Okay.
That's all right.
It's okay. Stay like that.
So I'm all the
It's good.
only thing. Once I tried it and it actually tasted pretty good, but it was what's it called?
Hypnotic. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's that it's blanking. I should know the name.
He got stage fright. He didn't got on the stage. He don't even know his own.
Was it red
drinks.
or white? Was it red? Right.
No,
Was it red or white?
It's that the wine that tastes like super sweet.
Is that Boone's Farm?
Moscato?
Some
Riesling?
some Riesling.
Yeah,
Riesling. Gewürztraminer. That sound like old.
Pinot?
It's Manischewitz.
Like, see, I can't even spell that. He over there. See, again.
We don't drink that, Sammy.
Yeah, you know,
Sammy, that ain't
Sammy uptown.
Hey, that's that upscale stuff.
I'm talking about strawberry. I'm talking about Boone's Farm. He talking about Manischewitz. Good Lord, have mercy.
Nah, bro, we don't drink that over here.
Yeah, see, Mario, I'm talking about Hypnotic and Schnapps and
Yeah,
Boone's Farm.
Tried that.
We don't drink.
Schlitz.
No, I
Lord,
tried all that, but that was the best
My
one.
goodness.
I don't know where we at
But
tonight,
then-
y'all.
I don't even
But
know why
I
we
couldn't
having this
handle-
conversation with him. He's a college student.
Pray for it, y'all.
Like, it's grown man talk, but he. Hey,
I'll take
I'll
another
give
hit.
Sammy his props, but I mean, yeah. Let me take a hit. They said, "What am I mixing with lemonade and a shot?" That's all you need.
What kind of lemonade?
I'm telling y'all. No, just regular lemonade.
Look at how he closes his eyes while he take a drink too. So you see, that's an old
Yeah.
player.
Right. He closed. He with eyes closed. I mean,
Right.
like he about to
He-
get baptized or something.
He gets situated in the chair while he take it, and close his eyes. That's when you know.
Look, this
Look,
the
you
first
got
time I
things
ever
on your
drink with.
mind.
Hey, look, this the first time I ever
What'd
drink
you
with
know?
y'all.
Hey,
Y'all know me.
What'd you know?
I drink Minute Maid. So
Drink
this the
Minute
first.
Maid.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't have a brand deal with them yet. You should be #1 brand partner with Minute Maid. God,
Hey, I should, but
What Minute Maid?
who
Crown
we know?
Royal. Hey, Crown Royal might be. We might be switching it up on the lab if the way this is tasting right now.
Hey, you go. Y'all
I'm
tune
just
into
mad.
the lab tomorrow at 5:00 p.m. Pacific time, 8:00 p.m. East Coast time on the Lab Tech Show. Tall boy gonna be lit. He gonna have the word of the day.
I might
he
switch it up on them.
You gonna be telling your stories, talking about consumer technology, and you gonna give AT&T a piece of your mind. Huh? You gonna give AT&T a piece of your mind for
Now
messing
y'all
with the
know I'm
network.
Team T-Mobile over here, but we are gonna talk about them though. We
I
gonna
figured
run
that.
it up
I
on them
figured
because
that.
y'all heard what they did to. Well, I ain't gonna. You got to tune in tomorrow. We'll talk about it.
But that's trifling though, giving people $5, but you can go deeper.
Are you
into
gonna
it.
talk about that
Think
outage?
about it.
You gonna talk about the outage?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna be talking about that $5.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to
$5
justify
don't even
it.
get you
They're
a
trying
shot.
to justify it. Mm-hmm.
True.
So here's the moral in that in the lesson, folks. If you got a new smartphone, doesn't matter what platform, if you have dual SIMs, go with a dual SIM, right? Have a T-Mobile as your SIM and then maybe have a Verizon, but don't just be reliant on one. Just like KP was talking about Speedify, right? Bonding his wireless networks just in case something happens. Hey, don't just be reliant on one. Have insurance. That's why we buy insurance, in case of. And if AT&T go down, what you gonna do? What you got there, boy? Wait, hold on. What you got there?
You got the live view.
Oh wow. Okay, Live Ucello. Yes, sir.
I just can't afford the internet right now. I just can't afford it.
Telling me no.
But that price, that price is telling me no.
How you keep a straight face when I say, man, I did that for
Wait,
Rich.
so
You did that for
If
Rich
you're-
Vibes. I know what you did, but that price is telling me no. The internet price. If you,
no,
if
I
you,
hear that's expensive.
yeah, bruh, it's $50 a month, or they want $500 up front. Yeah, yeah,
What?
$500. LiveView Solo, just to be able to get their bonding service, is $50 a month.
No.
Or $500. But look it up.
No, I'm just saying that's not the move. The move is Speedify. Move. This is where you won't go.
And then you have to pay for 2 separate internet bonding services. So T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, or whatever, and then you can have this. This is what the news stations use, that LiveView Solo. This is what they have, the professional version versus this is the consumer model right here. But that LiveView Solo, that's what the news stations use to be able to report live.
So then why did you, here's the
love you,
question.
Walter.
Why did you buy it? I know
I
why
love
you
you,
bought
Walter.
it, but do you regret that purchase? And would you have spent that money on something that would level up your video even more and had return on the investment? That's what I want to know.
So in all honesty and fairness, Sammy, I've always wanted to stream live from CES, and I've tried all kind of different services and products and said, hey, but when you go into CES and you go into the hotels, go into the convention centers,
I get that.
they block you, they shut you down. So you have to pay for their internet so you can be able to do that. So I was trying to gear up for this 2 years ago, I want to say. And like I said, I paid for it for the whole year. And I want to say I probably only used it 3 or 4 times. I'm really debating, do I want to sell this at this point? Because I don't really, it's just basically sitting on the shelf right now. So do I regret it? Do I regret it? Yes, but at the time, Sammy, I felt like that was the only play that was out there because there was no alternatives. So at that time,
and now there are alternatives that are actually cheaper.
Yeah.
There's this thing called the Axoon, I heard, that's pretty good. And that's
I haven't
like
looked into it, but I've heard of it. Okay, but what's the internet service? What's the bonding like?
No, you stream from it's like your phone. It's like a phone capture card. So you can buy, so if you get Speedify for like $10 a month or something cheap like that, I don't know. You can bond that and it will give you that internet access. Or you just gave me an idea. You could rent out a portable hotspot from like Verizon or AT&T, and then you could connect that through Ethernet and then use that for like a week or something for CES.
True. So here's that Axoon. So Tallboy, Axoon was actually at CES last year, and they had the previous model. This is a new model that they come out with that meets that need specifically that you're looking for. It serves as a monitor. You can record local to an SD slot. It does all those things, and then pair that again with Speedify, and you can bond the convention centers network. You can bond your mobile phones network. If you got a MiFi as well, you can bond all of those networks together and have just one fat pipe of internet connectivity. Using Speedify.
And me and Tallboy were talking.
But I get what you're saying. Here's the problem with that. Paying for each company's internet, that's the part that costs the amount of money that it's true that. Okay, you're looking at AT&T's internet pricing, right? They want upwards of $75 a month just for internet. And then you got to turn around and pay for T-Mobile's. Then you might pay $50 or $60, and then you go look at Verizon, and they're charging $90 or $100. Yeah. So like I said, the pricing of the internet is so expensive. Now, I did find a company out at CES this year that was at Eureka Park called Stellar, but they won't hit the United States until next spring break. So they'll be available this summer in Europe, but I don't think that you'll have to have some type of power source to be able to plug in, because I think that they're using AC plugs as opposed to USB charging or, you know, something like that. So I have to just talk to their team and say, can you make a model? Because they were talking about upwards of 500 up. I mean, excuse me, 500 up, 300 down. So
For how much?
I think it was $74.99 a month.
Pretty good.
And this was it was great for camping if you have a second home, like a vacation home.
Talk about the second home. God, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not like you, brother. I'm not like you.
Don't put my business out there.
Yeah, I'm just not like you. That's it. I'm not like you, you or Keith. I'm like Sammy. I'm just, you know, you just got a flat. That's all I got.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you, though. But you know, we out here doing something.
Let me drink to that. Let me drink to that.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
But anyway, what I'm saying is they don't have their product won't be available to the U.S. until next year. Gotcha. So trying to finding a way to get the internet pricing down, that's what has held me up from using this. And it's like, okay, if you come into some money, I mean, you could literally just say, I'm reporting live on the scene, and you can create your own stories. And then you can have somebody like Sammy or James producing the show and then say, hey,
yeah.
And Sammy had a project a couple years ago for a parade that was up in New York. And he wanted to be able to stream live and have somebody down there remotely and be able to do that. I would like to be able to eventually say, hey, they got a concert going on. We got a team down there at the concert. We're doing the show, and they're getting out there doing interviews. So I would like to be able to take that to another level. So that's the reason why it's still sitting here as shelfware saying one day, because it was about $900 to get it. So now that I have it's not cheap. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I want to say something that you will like. I think if you're going, because I might be going to CES, I've been thinking about it, and 95% this year I'm going to go to CES. But if Tallboy does this, he would need someone that would actually like be behind the camera, because I was thinking about it. It's hard to run a camera with that, and you actually have to think of, okay, what content will I be actually shooting? Okay, I'm going to go live, but also I'm going to repurpose this. So
you're competing with the peanut gallery right now, Sammy. But I'm listening to you, brother, and so is everyone else. But stay locked in, brother. Hey, stay locked in, though, brother. Hey, keep it wild. Hey,
we all laughing. Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do those graphic overlays live.
Hey, Walt, I'm about to throw him one of these. Hey, Walt, I'm about to throw him one of these. I'm about to throw this on him. I'm about to throw that on him.
No, I know that, Walter.
It's called planning. I'm just trying to stay in frame.
Logo is in art text.
I only had 3 sips, and y'all already talking about I'm on a lean, bro. I'm trying to stay in frame. He got me framed up over here this way, so I'm leaning so I could be like, okay, I'm in the shot. Y'all over there thinking I'm already tipped off of 3 sips.
You know, shouts out to the power of Ecamm. I can put you in all kind of different directions. So you have to be fluid and flexible to be able to adapt to the current situation.
See, and I've done that.
As long as you don't push buttons, you're gonna look good. Because I'm, producing.
No, brother, you had me. No. Okay,
no, I'm doing the Tyler Perry over here. You
Tallboy is art
art
text. Art text is the joint I use. So art text and Logoist. Those are my 2 little joints, man.
And and you can bring that into a stream.
Well, you just copy and paste it. So whatever graphic you throw up, copy and paste it.
Art, text, and what was the other one?
Logo.
Tallboy can't
I'll put
do any of that.
I'll put in the comments.
He's on PC.
I have.
Yeah, is it available for PC?
I was gonna send him, and he declined it. So I sent it to who did I send it to? I sent it to Walter Gaynor. Y'all know Walter Gaynor II. I sent him the Mac. I had a Mac Mini. Tall boy said, "No, I don't want that mess." Okay.
Wait, which Mac Mini? The M1?
Yeah, I had an OG. I had an original one, right? So this was back in the day. This was before he had all that gray hair. And look at him. He just sipping. Boy, he having a good old time. He like, Lord.
Right, we hating. I need me a glass. He got that act right.
He acting up though. He acting up. Oh Lord,
Yeah,
Sammy
all right.
got up.
But see, when I bring TBJ, then y'all be like, he doing too much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
TBJ
saying?
be
See, the
doing
alter
some
ego need to be able to
We're not
handle.
ready for that. We're not ready for
Nah,
that.
TBJ just keep it real. That's what it is. See, if a tall boy say it, it's like, did he really just say what I think he said? But if TBJ say it, the lady's like, yeah, he kind of got a point. He told the truth.
TBJ straight out of Buckhead, right? He not even from
Nah,
he from
he ain't got a Buckhead.
Yeah, he's straight out of Decatur.
He from the other side, Bankhead.
Oh my gosh. See, trying to get Walt to come on. I put the link up on the screen. He know the link. He can come in through the front door, but he talking about he laying down. And hardest working man out there in them North Carolina streets. And he already turned in for the night. You in North Carolina, right? Oh Lord, I don't want to get the wrong state.
Before I forget.
Hey, for real. Hey, Sammy, don't be just standing up, brother. Without hey, for real though, right? We still trying to be monetized and we still trying to do the thing, right?
No, I got my
Walter,
pants
you stupid.
Bruh, don't just be doing and again, my folks may still be watching. They may have checked out and said, Lord, this stream done gone sideways.
I have my pants on.
Okay. You can't be at school walking around with no pants on.
But
hey, he in college.
They don't like
that.
COVID,
man.
They don't like that in the educational institutes. They don't like that.
Before I forgot.
Remember how COVID was, boy? Folks was just getting up on them Zooms.
I wanted to before I forgot. I wanted to tell you about my latest
he ain't even drinking.
That Keith and Tall Boy and James would love. Okay, so a buddy of mine had this older small HD monitor, great little monitor. Picked it up for $100.
Man, you should have called me on that one.
Call somebody.
Call, brother. Hey. Don't be hiding all the gym drops.
What was it?
Yeah, which one is that?
It's the small rig HD 7 something.
Small rig is the truth, man. They got some things that
No.
Yeah, that costs money.
HD.
I got a small HD, but my battery life, man.
Oh, okay.
I can't keep the battery going.
Yeah.
I can't keep my battery going on them Canon batteries.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I need to switch to Sony.
Tall Boy.
Yeah, go and tell him.
No.
Go and tell him.
Tall Boy.
He praying. Look at
he already has Sony.
He gonna break it down. Look at Sammy. He had to breathe. He gonna break it down.
Yeah, I said a small HD monitor.
Sony. Which one?
The small HD monitor. I got to go get it. But it's an older version. But it takes. You want to what?
It's called.
He's slurring.
Invest in. Spend $100. Best investment. It's called V-mount.
Yeah, I was looking at them old RCA connections too. Walter was like, "Hey, you got the red, the white, and the yellow. You got them OG."
But you gotta say, okay, you gotta say for like $50, not a bad deal.
Hey man, leave the college kid alone, man. Stop playing with him.
I think he's messing with you right now.
He ain't messing with me. I'm good.
Good.
You got a D-tap.
D-tap. So, hey, okay, let's get back to a lesson. Let's talk about D-tap. Let's talk about the value of a D-tap. Yeah.
I'm using my V-mount.
Oh, I see what kind of cord you got on there. You got the Gerald Undone cord on there, buddy. I see you.
Yeah, is that Condor?
No, the other one. That's the Gerald Undone, the purple one. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the truth. I'm a Condor Blue man, but yeah, those are the truth. Mm-hmm.
So what I was saying was I picked it up from one of my buddies.
Brain fart.
Yeah. No, he reading them comments.
No.
That's what he's doing.
Brain fart, and then I was reading the comments. What I was about to say was we were talking about T-Tap. Okay. So
Lord have mercy.
T-Tap.
I'm gonna delete. No, I'm not gonna delete this. This right here is going into the archives. We need some blooper reels once in a while.
T-Tap.
Keith and I had a trying week, and this is good for the soul. Amen.
T-Tap is one of the best inventions, I would think, for a cinematographer or anyone, because the D-mount battery will save your life, tall boy. I got this $100 D-mount battery from B&H. People talk about the small rig. I wanted to test this out. Does 6-7 hours, $100. Oh, too funny.
Listen, y'all. Hopefully, y'all here having fun with us. Come on now. All right. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me sit up straight. Sammy, go ahead on now. D-Tap, $100.
D-Tap. No. B&H, not
like
even.
that. Gangster. Okay.
And even our good buddy Doc Rock posted a video. D-Tap's really good. I'm actually running the D-Tap right now, and it's better than a dummy
Somebody
battery.
calling into somebody's Ecamm. Oh, I'm sorry. Squirrel moment. I heard it right. I'm like Pavlov's dog over here, and I heard it. I heard the Ecamm.
Because you get that extra battery life for the FX30, any Sony camera.
Yeah.
But what I love about this is I can power a phone, a camera, a monitor, and it's very tiny.
Yeah.
It's
did I
like,
sell you my FX30 or did I sell it to Rich? I don't know. Because you were looking for one. I just sold it to someone else like 24 hours earlier. I'm sorry.
But I got a great deal.
Oh my.
I waited, and I got this for like $1,200 at B&H.
Okay.
When they were doing the super sale. So
Yeah.
what I do is it's called live in New Jersey, New York area, and just look at the deals, because I'm a 30-minute train away from New York.
Go ahead.
That's
Go
why.
ahead.
It's so it's 70.
Sammy
Yeah,
living
so
in the
I
Mecca,
got it.
boy.
Are you
He
30
living in the
minutes
Mecca.
out of there?
Boy, tell you, he walk in
And
there
also-
like Norm from
Okay.
Cheers, and they know him.
Keith will know what I'm talking about. I even bought this, since I go to the city a lot. I got the Metro card.
Uh-oh.
Easy access. There it is, boy.
Oh,
See?
yeah, you serious.
See?
Yeah, you serious.
Go. Even though I'm in Jersey, I
Shouts
love
out to
my
Jersey.
B&H.
Shouts out
And the
to
best
Jersey.
part is,
Do you go to a Knicks game right after you do that, or you spend all your money to where you can't even walk 2 blocks down to go to the Madison Square Garden? That's what I want to know.
Man.
the
You
train
just came out of left field
station
with
is
that
threw him
one.
off. You threw him off.
Yeah, that's a
You jammed him up, tall boy.
Sammy said.
Tall
You
boy.
jammed him up. He was like, what?
The train station is in Madison Square Garden.
That's
Penn
what I'm saying.
Station.
Do you?
I can't do it no more. I can't do it.
So
no
how?
I said, do you go see the Knicks after you go to B&H?
No, because I don't. Different times.
more.
Because sometimes I go in the day. It depends. It depends. Because
You give up?
some days. Some days I go early in the morning. Sometimes I go in the night.
Boy, there go some spirituals right there. Early in the morning. Okay.
Oh,
All right, listen. Let's bring this plane in here, man.
Lord
we got a gang
Jesus.
of folks watching. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know what to do with y'all. I don't know what I'm trying to pray.
Hey,
for
man,
y'all.
just keep going, brother. That's how you do it, brother. This is what you do. Because this
Walter,
is pure comedy right here.
Dr.
You got
Jeanette, we need to
content,
get
brother.
you
You
on here
cannot
too.
say you don't
Hold
have
on, y'all. I
content.
had this screen up. See, you know, I'm slightly off kilter now because I got this screen up. So y'all know I'm a Lord
The
have
Go
glass
mercy.
ahead,
is
Mr.
empty.
Producer, Mr. Press.
I know. See, you know,
Mr. I press buttons.
something is slightly off kilter here because we at that point now. Lord have mercy. Okay.
You didn't drink it all. Look at that.
Oh no, there's more. Don't get it twisted. Don't we? Because shouts out T
It's
No
empty.
Sleep. Sammy done got up again. Man, hold on. Let me
In the middle of the street. Now, when I dropped my lens 2 weeks
Oh
ago.
Lord. Oh no. What you doing? I done turned
Now, when I dropped my lens 2 weeks ago, that was pure comedy. But I mean, this right here.
It is right here.
Okay.
Right here.
The glass empty.
Walter said,
What do you
"Oh
got?
my gosh, you
Oh
got
my
it for
You done got
$300."
Yeah, he unzipping stuff. Oh, man.
Dude,
I'm gonna get an email from Google in 2 hours saying
Y'all made
got?
my
You
night,
don't
man.
want-
Y'all made my
you
night.
don't want to see what I got for $300. Best
Yeah, let's see.
investment ever.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Show
I
the
thought it was
people.
the best. Show us
Ladies
what
and
you got.
gentlemen, Sammy Superstar.
Hit him with the applause, man.
Oh no, not till I see what it is. It might not be worth the applause yet. It might just be some randomness.
I'm just getting it out.
And this is a college student, y'all. Just want y'all to know this is a college student. You got that vest for
Got the
300.
vest.
That vest. God dog it. Go ahead
Here
with the
it
vest,
is.
boy. Go ahead with the vest.
Here's the vest.
$300. That ain't the cheap joint either. That's the real joint.
That look
No,
like that
this is a
Kevlar
cheap
action right
joint.
there.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, all I see is Sammy's stomach. Hold on, let me put some at least other folks on the screen.
You supposed to-
Right.
All I see is his
And if I
hand.
had the FX30,
Be careful.
I don't know what's
Like
going
this.
on, y'all.
It,
I'm gonna have to
so it
leave the country.
stabilizes as well.
and then I get the shoulder rig.
Gotcha.
Dope. That's dope, man. That's a good deal. That's you. What's that one cat that's a wedding photographer that he's a Black Magic, right? He's got all the stuff too, and
Oh,
you know,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, bald head guy with the beard.
Yeah. He was the first cat that I really saw.
Yeah, he's
use
good.
those
He's
things.
hilarious.
Yeah. So, okay. Look at Sammy out there rolling with the big wigs.
He's real good.
Sammy out there rolling with the big dogs. God, I ain't mad at you, man. I'm not mad at you. Anybody got
It's
any
the
questions
fly
out there in
cam.
the audience? Because I don't know where the stream went, and we were doing some lesson plan. We were
Well,
having
I
Bible
gave
study.
value, and then we just kind of went left.
No question.
Yeah, we was having Bible study, so I'm trying to bring it back in, and then TBJ came, and then we went to the streets. So we left the sanctuary, and then Sammy came in and started standing up without all his clothes on. So I just want to make sure that we back on one accord.
I just posted the link for the because Walter was asking. It's called the fly cam.
Fly cam. Okay. Well, not everybody can get the Sammy price. So let me see what a normal person would pay. Oh my God. Is that right?
What?
Well, that's $1,000.
It's up there.
No. I got the
you just said-
$395 one. No, I got the
Oh,
That's
okay. So you got the well,
cheaper one.
so smaller load, so 11 to 17 pounds instead of the 8 to 26 pound. Okay, but still brand new, close to 500. I see you though.
No, I got the
Okay,
other
that
one.
makes sense.
Damn. What you
So
got, man?
so basically, what Sammy is saying: use what you got to get to
Scroll
where you're trying
down.
to go.
Oh yeah, they got a whole lot of
Buckle
options. So this one right here, the basic. You
That
got this
one.
Basic? Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
to
got the basic because
Nothing
why
big
would I
crazy.
be dropping Okay.
Come on.
Why would I be dropping $900?
Drop it.
I was
brother.
able to pick this up for $300. Gives me a different look than the gimbal, because the gimbal's nice.
Good point.
But that you want that, to be honest, you want that little motion, because the gimbals are sometimes too fake.
Okay, I hear you.
That
I hear you.
Wow.
steady.
See, you done help me. You done help me.
Yeah. Mr. Riley, I
Because-
see you.
You done help me right there. I like it.
That could be a new look, right? So KP, that could be a different look for you out there in them photography streets.
No,
And-
that's too much extra stuff. I done gave away the gimbal to my brother-in-law, the Weeble S. I got rid of that. Because you know what it is? You know what's funny? Sammy, thank you for explaining this stuff. This is what I like about people like Sammy. So he chose to go to school, right? So you're going to expect to see him with like what most of us will think is overkill to the everyday person that's doing what they're doing. And this is the difference between creation and customer. The customer is just going to buy crap that they don't need. Explain what it can do that's already been explained over 8,000 YouTubes, right? So they're going to do an unboxing and say, hey, you know, I'm unboxing the new Osmo. You know, it's like,
totally.
dude, it's been out for like 5 months now, right? So you're about to explain it. Now, Sammy knows why he's got the vest. The wedding photographer that we talking about, James, I know why. You can look at that guy and tell why he's buying certain things, because he already has it factored in. He's going to use it, right? But the person that has not done anything that you can look on their Instagram or YouTube to see that they did it with the gimbal, to see that they did it with the 85 millimeter, to see that they did it with the 24, and it's been 2 years, you're just a chasing customer, right? You're a serial customer, right? Think about that. You're a serial customer and not a conscious creative.
Oh
right?
my God.
So there's conscious conversation. There's the conscious,
Yeah.
there's the conscious creative, and there's the serial customer. The serial customer will say, "Oh, what's that thing that Sammy got?" And they're going to go buy it, right? And
But I wouldn't
they're
say
overlooking
to
the gimbal,
buy it.
overlooking the drone. Oh no, I didn't say you said buy it. I'm just saying that the serial customer is going to buy it, right? Whereas for me, I don't need that. Right? Because like today I was out on the bike and I had the Osmo out. Only problem with the Osmo, if I were to help people, that's not the thing you want to pull out on a bike while you riding 20 miles per hour.
That's
because it's not, you want a GoPro. That's when you don't say, hey, I'm gonna get an Osmo and use it on the bike. I can figure it out, but my honest opinion is I would get a what you call an action cam. The Osmo is not an action cam, right? Because with that stabilizer and stuff on there is cute, but you don't want to be on the bike or a mountain bike and fall with that sucker. But if you put a GoPro, DJI, whatever, something on there, you're cool with that. You can jump in the water with it. So it's kind of like you got to know what you're getting it for. So I appreciate Sammy saying about the movement is different. There you go, showing us his ass again.
Lord
But yeah, I appreciate James, you missed it. You ain't.
I need to start putting slow mo.
Tall boy, he got us. Tall boy, he got us.
Just remember he's in college, y'all. Just remember he's in college. That's all I'm gonna say.
Roto Rooter. He did a Roto Rooter on us. Come on,
remember
man.
he's in college. You gotta start laying out the disclaimer, James. Have all your stuff already on set. I'm right next to you.
I'm just gonna go work at a coffee shop somewhere. I'm gonna turn off all these cameras. I can't do this no more. I can't do this.
They calling this snowfall, boy.
He don't even his headphones.
Walter's absolutely on it. I like it, Walter.
Yeah, but he said he left us his falling.
Oh my God.
But that's a good question. That's a good statement though, Walter.
Yo, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I said he got up and in 3 seconds, it was too quick. You couldn't even get that button
I couldn't.
fast enough.
I don't know if you saw me. I was trying to get over to my switch my scene right quick. I couldn't get my foot on the pedal quick enough. I couldn't get to my pedal fast enough.
You read that sundown kind of wrong, and the moon showed up before the time.
I don't know what's going on, y'all.
What you got, Sammy? You went and got something. What you go get?
What you got?
I got the charger for the Mac.
Okay.
Because it was dying.
Okay.
At the 9% mark, so.
Yeah.
I can't die out on y'all. You're not gonna talk bad about me.
James trying to
talk about Tall Boy being not white balance. You're not gonna talk about me. I'm gonna stay on this stream. I'm enjoying myself. I'm burning the midnight oil over here. Yeah, that's what we gonna do.
I cannot put this in the media clip and say, check us out, conscious creation conversations. But no,
but there's some, there are some gems that are in this.
There's some golden gems. There's some gems here.
There's some gems. So now, okay, so Keith, you do photography.
Yeah.
Tallboy does live streaming production. James is kind of in the middle of
I don't
both
know where
lanes.
I'm at right now. Yeah.
And then Sammy's in the video. But now my thing is, are there any automation processes that you guys are utilizing after you've done the actual job?
I'm not utilizing them.
Okay.
James does. I know.
Well,
James
does it. Yeah.
James
be up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Like, hey, man,
I'm gonna be chopping this up, trying to find a way. This gonna go through everything. This gonna go through all the little tools to chop this up. Scenery, Final Cut. It's gonna go through all of them, like multiple. It's all good.
So no automations for none of you guys. And so I think
I'm sorry.
For me,
what was the question? I
do,
apologize. I wouldn't listen to the question. Say it again, brother.
So I was saying we all have our respective lanes in what we do, right?
Yeah.
But then after you've done the job, once the job is complete, you come back into the studio, and then now you need to start creating posts, content, micro content, or if you just want to, just have something for the archives. Mm-hmm. Are there any automations or systems and processes that you do on a regular basis? I mean, The only thing Keith probably would do would probably be Lightroom or something like that. But, and I may be wrong, Keith, but I mean, James uses Ataja. He uses some other softwares, but is there any other automation processes that you guys can say, hey, I use this when I come in to, to produce the final output, or just to give some behind the scenes B-roll or some, extra content?
I'm gonna lean into what Walter's saying, right? I mean, it's different, right? And it depends on the session. It depends on the stream, right? I can advocate and I can say I'm gonna use maybe an Opus. I can say I'm gonna use CapCut. I'm using DaVinci, whatever. But it really depends on the session and the message that I'm trying and where it's going. Like if it's going out to a LinkedIn audience, then it's gonna have a different vibe. It's not gonna have all the loud bangs and the music behind it. It's gonna have a different look and feel about it. If it's going out to the TikTok shop, if it's going out to Facebook and YouTube, then it's going to have another look. So it depends. Yeah, and there's a slew of tools in the toolbox, but I can't narrow it down. But I'm not out there hunting and searching for the latest and greatest thing. There's some tried and true things out there that work and that'll work for years. So I'll mention them again: the DaVincis, the Final Cuts, things like that. I'm using them because they worked. I was on a call the other day with Adobe, and they trying to get me to switch over to their Express platform instead of using like Simplified and Canva and some other things. I'm like saying Adobe is Adobe, and we got the respect for that, right? Because I use Lightroom all the time. I use Photoshop all the time, but their Express tool isn't completely there for what I'm looking at it to do. That's where something like Ataja comes in. That's where I still got my Canva subscription because it does one thing that I need it to do. And if Adobe can get that in place, then that could be the end all to be all. But it all depends, man. I know we like AppSumo, and shouts out to the LTDs, lifetime deals, but man, only a handful of them are relevant. Some of them just go under without any feeding and caring to them. You know, the only really good ones out of AppSumo lately, just for me, and we don't have to go down the rabbit hole, but you know, something like a Sessions. Sessions is dope. Sessions has become my alternative to Zoom and Google Meet and Calendly and all that. It's all boiled into one. So there's it's a dime a dozen, needle in a haystack kind of thing. But no, long answer short, man, I can't just tell you 5 tools that I use to chop this up. I know I'm gonna put it through 3 generative AI creation micro content tools to cut this up, and that's just because it's me. Because I don't want my stuff to look like everyone else's. I don't want my stuff to look like everyone else that's using Opus.
You want to be a one-on-one. You're a one-on-one.
Yeah, right. I don't want my stuff to look like everyone that's using CapCut or whatever. So I gotta tweak it a little bit, throw in some captions, throw in some CapCut, throw in some Final Cut, and then put out the final product. So
Totally.
I know, long answer short, man. My fault.
You know who gets me in photography is when you take somebody who's got like over 1 million followers and you look at a Peter McKinnon, right? This dude will take a cheap camera and take a picture of a goat over a fence, right? And probably do light touch something in Lightroom, probably hit a minimal preset. And it's like he gets the same amount of likes for the picture than if he's explaining the new LUT or something with something or the new camera, right? What that helped me to think about is like when Tallboy asked that question, you know, throughout this process, like I like following Nikki Saunders, right? Nikki's dope. Like she does this in and out. Like, oh, here's the new AI. This is something. Here's a tweak to this, tweak to that. But then there's the consumer, the customer that chases that. And then everybody's in this pissing match on what the latest automation is. And I'm like, what exactly are we automating? Because there's a difference, right? So for me, I'm going to tell you what made me laugh. I was using Splice. Then I was using Adobe something. Then I'm using something. And then I realized if I want to put a reel up, the way I do my own production, I record it like I know I want to print it. So I actually don't need to throw it into anything. And then my flow, I don't need to speed up a process when I think about algorithm and understanding if you dump too much stuff too fast. So think about the contradiction we do here. Oh, this automates it, it gets it done quicker. Okay, but if you post all that crap, this is why when you scroll up on Instagram, this thing that we just put up, it only got 5 likes. That one only got 10. The other person that just took their damn phone out and was like, oh, look, I'm walking down the street, pow, pow, pow. I'm gonna show the pictures in the next one. They got over 1,000 views on it. Why is that? So we're talking about, oh, this does this and that does that. In Lightroom, I don't use half the presets. I found my lane in there. And I don't care what new thing comes out because then everybody's doing a new thing. So generative AI, when everybody's going in like, oh, I could put a bird over here and something over there. Yeah, all y'all crap looking phony because we can tell. And the human that loves true creativity, it's almost like a person that can't sing an authentic voice. The person who can't sing, it'll be popular, but that lane's going to get real crowded because, and then it'll get boring. And the meanwhile, consistency wins all the time. So if you're a photographer, stay with the creative eye and creating frames. You don't have to be intimidated because a freaking AI is going to take a better picture. It's not, because this to me is where I see it going. If I
100%.
use the Saurus, I use the AI and all of that stuff, so is the person next to me. And the conflict is going to be in who is the true creative, right? So then it becomes a crowded lane of you still got to find a way to be different in the same thing that everybody else has access to. So I'm a believer in authenticity. And in the authenticity, unless you're just trying to really get a bag, it's kind of useless to panic over the automation and stuff, right? Other than if I'm doing wedding photography and I need to drop this in here and automate, you know, the auto settings, that I get what Tallboy's saying, automation. He comes from an interview, you need to chop down to the most significant words. I agree with that automation. But if you don't have any creativity before the automation, it's kind of like, you're not gonna get nowhere. I don't know. I don't, because the consumer's not stupid. They're not stupid. So after a while, you get lost in the algorithm because nothing that you're doing stands out, because the algorithm is reading that every freaking body is automating. So you switch it up when you come out of the automation mode of it and know how to automate and not put it in front of what you do or solely rely on it. I'm not tethered to automation at all. I'm a hands-on person.
Okay.
I agree with you totally. And that comment just made me think.
I see what Walter's saying.
Yeah. But that comment made me
Walter clarified it though. Automation works, right? So Sammy, get ready to go. But check this out. Automation works. Like, I will do automation, but you have to know where to automate. Some people operate off of automation, if that makes sense. When you operate off of automation, you about to get out operated. So you have to operate out of creativity and then know where to automate at. And if your whole point of creativity is operating out of automation, that's why you're not going to get nowhere, because you look into the automation and then somebody's going to out automate the last automation, and then everybody's chasing a new one, and your automation now looks corny because you're creating out of automation rather than automating what you create. I hope that's helping.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it completely. So I guess my next question for you guys: out of all the platforms, which one is your go-to? Social platforms.
YouTube.
KP.
That's good, Sammy. For me, photography wise, it's Instagram, and for live, it is YouTube.
And I will tell you why I think YouTube is the biggest thing for me. Because what you were just saying about the automation is so true. 95% of the people, the Ecamm streamers, don't want to be rude. Most of their content shorts, they don't see results because it's mostly automated. But when you actually create the authentic content, that's when you see the blow up. That's why people are getting no views, but I'm getting 10,000 because I'm actually making the content for that platform.
Tell it, Terry. That's truth.
I was just making a simple video. Randomly 10,000 views, 5,000 views, because it's the real content. Automation is key, but sometimes that is not what you need to do. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And if you know, like Tallboy, he has an awesome show. Short form content is gonna help him, but sometimes the live stream cut up doesn't match up with what the viewers think, and also the format, because if you film in vertical and say, okay, I upload this, I upload that, and sometimes less raw does better, more professional does better. It depends. That's what I noticed.
Oh my gosh, listen. It's like the Ecamm community now. I love everybody, but I literally swipe past and laugh at the argument over, oh, I'm gonna go live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds cute, but at the same time, the next question is why? Right? Like,
Why?
just go live on YouTube, right? And then take. It's like just because you can doesn't mean you need to. So listen, I ain't knocking the Ecamm hustle. Ken and Glenn know what they doing, but it's like the genie in the bottle. We come to this joint like genie in the bottle and say, oh, you know what? It'll be nice if you can have a wine glass pour over like Keith did on James' show with Tallboy and stuff, and then Ken and Glenn puts it in there. It's like, okay, now what you gonna do? How does that help your show, ma'am, sir? How does it really help it, right? Like Zoom, I get the Zoom integration. I see the benefits of it, but it's like begging and chasing and being anxious for it to come out. How many people is it really going to monetarily up everything just because the Zoom integration is all the way in? I've been surviving without the integration. Am I going to use it? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to benefit? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I mean, Jesus, like, how many people did we want to bring on? We wanted to bring on, we can now bring on 15 people. Oh, well, the other platform could bring on 50. It's like, who has 50 people talking on the screen at the same time? I mean, for that one time on Christmas, we can do it fun, right? That's cool. I don't care if you put 18 Macs together to handle it all. Who's listening to your stream with 50 people on it after we sign off? The funny is over now. You only need, what, 2's a company, 3's a crowd. You add the 4th person. After that, man, like, no, nobody's listening. So I'm like, the stuff that we be wanting and everything that we get, and the stuff that's like, okay, the 9x16, and then over here, it's like, yo, just create for that space and be like, hey, everybody, I'm over here. Come see me. So the way I got mine lined up is this. The newsy people and the people that are lazy, I know I tap into them over on Facebook every now and again, right? I open that space up for discussion, conversation, whatever. I put different pictures. So if I take a bunch of pictures, I put a certain amount of pictures on. I do the carousel on Instagram, but I only put one picture up on Facebook. I'm going to tell y'all why. Here's my secret. When you put the multiple pictures up, people get lazy and never actually hit the like button because you gave them multiple choice. When they get multiple choice, they steal away from the normal like button that they hit. If you put one picture up, they see the picture, they like it, they hit like button. If you put multiple up, they see the picture, they go, oh, they hit that one, then they hit that one, then they hit that one, and they never give you a like.
Yeah.
I tried this method and I see it. Very rarely will I put up 3 or 4 pictures on Facebook. Now, on Instagram, I put up the carousel because I realize when they see the first picture, go past. When they go down again, the second picture comes up automatically, and so forth and so on. So if you put up a carousel of 10 pictures, they're seeing that thing. It's going to keep hitting their page more than one time. Now, if you got content and you stream, you take the reels like James does, and you throw it on Instagram, and they'll chase the whole thing on YouTube. Earn Your Leisure does it all the freaking time.
Yeah.
They give you a snippet of the reel, and they say, watch the whole thing on our YouTube. R&B Podcast did the same thing. So when everybody's like, oh, I'm going to go live on YouTube or on Instagram, check it out. It's like, look at your real popular people. They're really not even wasting their time. If they go live, they just shooting the breeze. Jump on real quick. How y'all doing? Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. They sign off, right? But they don't do their actual shows on Instagram unless they built their platform like that. You know, so you got some people that's like, oh, I'm getting out of Instagram, going to YouTube. And some people were pissed off with YouTube and they say, I'm going to jump on Instagram. Okay. But most of your hottest Instagram people, they use their phones because they're that damn popular. But if you're doing the whole platform and doing all this stuff, just go ahead to YouTube. Give them where you at, advertise on Instagram, and get it done on YouTube. So me personally, I see what people are doing. I had the button to go live on Instagram, RTMP, whatever, for a long time. I barely use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got it. Everybody was all excited about it. Oh, look, I could do it. And then it was just like, who really did it? Honestly, James, think about it.
Yeah, that's true. No one is really doing it. Ain't nobody really hitting it because
I'm like, I mean, it looks cute. I think my joint look dope on Instagram, but I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I mean,
well, you built the whole show.
Find me on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, you built the whole show and you built scenes and overlays that were 9x16. But we'll see how it evolves and if that tends to be the place for video as opposed to short stories and reels and you know, Instagram may come back to photos like where they started, but it's up to us to be aware of it right? Again, as coaches, as content creators, as teachers,
Yes,
whatever,
Walter.
right? And the Walter Jeanettes out there in the world who's out there cutting edge, right? I mean, so it's up for us to at least know about that stuff. But I'll answer the question that Tallboy said. I'm still Twitter, right? I'm Twitter and I'm YouTube, right? There were a gang of folks because we were streaming live over there, and there was a gang of folks that were watching over there. I don't know why y'all didn't leave comments, because you can leave comments on Twitter now, but that's where I live, and that's where I hang
like
out
it,
at the water
Walter.
cooler. Falling in love with features instead of functionality. That's so good. It only works for people already using IG as
That's
their
good.
main platform. Don't try to jump over there if that's not where you are. If you don't already have a community on Threads, Spill, Clubhouse.
I thought about creating this vertical content, and I'm open to trying it, because I got to start posting a little bit more on TikTok. I'm gonna try it. I told myself it's been brought to my attention to try TikTok for a long time, but someone really just sat me down and said, just give it some thought this year. And I said, okay. And I know that they're in that vertical frame, but I also know Instagram is in that vertical frame as well. So it's like, maybe that could be a TBJ series or something like that. Right. But I'm also looking at trying to grow that channel, because as Sammy said earlier, the channel is good. It's just, you got to find a way to, whether it's cutting it up, and doing that micro content. I don't have the time nor the patience for that micro content. So it's something that's probably going to have to be outsourced, if that makes sense. So that's where my struggle is. And my thing is, how do you get this content out? Because there's a lot of research, a lot of time and effort that goes into that production to not see the numbers that are being shown, if that makes sense. Especially when it's something that it's not niche, it's niche down, but it's for everyone, or something that they need to know or they need to hear, if that makes sense. But for them to not see it, and then you're meeting people every day, and it's like, how is it that I'm missing you? I think that's where the struggle and the frustration comes in, for me personally. And, you have to have a real moment, because there's times I'm saying, am I a real content creator? Like, you really ask yourself, like, are you really, like, are you just doing this for play, or are you doing this for real? So, and James has seen it with his own eyes. I can hang out with the best of them. I can talk to the CEO and have a business conversation, and turn around and talk to somebody that's on their brand ambassador staff, and and have kicks and giggles, but we can still get what we need to get out of the interview to still be able to relay the message. But if it's not conveying over to the audience, there's a problem there, and there's a disconnect. And how do you bring that, and how do you find the connection, if that makes sense? So that's where the struggle is for me. And I'm just trying to find the answers, this quarter or even second quarter, if that makes sense.
Well, we all here to support on the journey. We're not gonna try to do it all alone, man. We got some good cats here that's chiming in. Walter, you coming on next time, man, because you got some good value. I know you're trying to go to sleep, boy. But
hey, look, we Walter, I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, look, if I'm up, you can be up too. And we can get some Blackberry Crown Royal.
Yeah, all the other three here are East Coast. It's still early for me. I'm not going to the gym tonight after hitting this, but I figured something out. Listen, let me bring this plane in, man, because I'm the oldest one on here now, and your boy is falling off. Sammy, what you getting into, man? Tell us where we can keep up with you. Tell the folks what you're doing.
What I'm doing is I'm just posting behind the scenes content right now. I'm going to be doing these new series. I'm going to mess around because I'm doing these short films, but I want to attract more people outside. So I'm going to try this new thing called short films for YouTube Shorts. 30 to a minute little short film that might do something, because if I'm getting traction already with my other filming content. That might work, or I'm just gonna work on another project and just put all my energy into like a feature film and just show behind the scenes content.
Okay, I read into that, and I like the fact that you know when it's time to pivot, right? You know not to dwell in something and keep going down a rabbit hole. So appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you on that, man, for having that wherewithal. Cool. I'll put a link to your stuff, man, in the description for this week. Unless if I don't take this down, because this stream is crazy. Tall boy, what you doing, man? What's going on in your world? Tell us about the lab. Where
we
that
building TBJ up, man.
God,
That's all we doing. We building them up for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. We gotta get them up there, man. We're gonna get all the ladies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the ladies, man, because they follow, they share, they buy the merch. You know, the fellas, they just be like, man, whatever. But the ladies, boy, they buy the merch. So we trying to get this merch game up with me all over the shirts, and we just trying to build something. But we got to build this character, as in me. I'm only 3 months old, you know that, right? So we trying to do what we do, if that makes sense. So so we're building TBJ up, and we're trying to get the Roku channel and the Amazon Fire channel up. Tallboy had us working over the weekend, saying we got to get these old shows back up on there, and we're looking for content, so we got to get, the way you can, tell folks you on TV. You know what I'm saying? We on TV, man. Like, we ain't on YouTube. We on TV, Keith. Get it right. That's it. Anything else?
I'm changing my link. Neither Tall Boy or TBJ gonna have access to the link.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up that you would do us like that.
It's gonna be encrypted.
You know what I'm saying? Do us like that.
Yeah, but that's okay. Okay, KP, bring some civility back. Bring us home, brother. Bring us home. Send us out in prayer or something.
It's not. No. I think we got great content here.
Oh yeah.
I do want to encourage something I did learn in the pandemic that I didn't so Tall Boy, this will hit you, even Sammy, James, you already have this. I really think, like, finding what it is that you love most and being consistent at it, right? And staying focused. It seems like it's easy, but it's not, right? One of the things that I'm gonna be transparent about, that I could tell you with photography, not being a photographer or seeking to be a photographer, I like stayed in there because mentally I was going through something, not a bad thing, but I will identify it as an area of mental health, where picking the camera up after the streaming, when COVID was kind of moving out and coming through COVID, I was like, yo, I spent money on these full frame cameras, like, I'm gonna do something with them. And James, we know, it's like, yo, this thing gotta make me some money or my wife gonna kill me, right?
Yeah.
So I start taking like gigs and was shooting, and then I'm like, I'm just good at what I do. So there's find out the thing in you that you're good at it, so that anything you touch, so that if I wanted to be a bartender, I'm gonna be a damn good bartender. And like, everybody's gonna be at the bar laughing. It's gonna be Cheers Part 2, because that's how I view stuff. No matter if I thought about it, like, look at my microphones. I got the microphone. I'm like, I'm not just getting SM7B. I'm gonna make that joint sexy. Like, I'm not satisfied until, notice my style. It's the camera. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do something with that, but I'm doing it because it adds into who I already am. So like, Sammy's the funny guy, right? And he's creative. So I'm gonna look for Sammy to just keep dropping like a morning inspiration, something. Like, it can be silly or it can be serious. I'm gonna look for it. James, the way James flows, I know he has his programming and stuff. He has a certain branding of excellency. Tall Boy, I'm gonna bless you with this brother to brother. Like, I like to hear you talk. Like, I think that you're a disruptor, right? So you may say something that's controversial, but the thing is, you want to find that lane of, this is what I do. So I'm never judging you on Is your camera white balance on? Is your microphone, this or that, the third, what kind of shirt you got on? I'm just listening for you. You show up and I'm just like, we can joke on this, but I take you serious. So if I see you outside of this, I'm kind of sitting back like you a preacher or something. I'm just listening, like I'm getting some information straightforward. I'm really not paying attention to all the extra stuff. Now, me and Walter, we preachers, we musicians, the whole nine. I'm looking for a certain thing from Walter, but I'm also just listening to Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm really not heavy in. And I think sometimes like the thing about Nikki Saunders that's so dope, she, as Jay-Z said, she just shows up. She shows up. She don't have all the camera stuff that everybody got. She ain't got all the latest technology, but I'm telling you, I was on the phone with her, talked to her. She blessed me. Nikki just shows the freak up. And I'm sitting there like, why does everybody love her? And then for her, it's like the audacity of her to say, yo, I'm just trying to, like, if I had them cameras and stuff, I'm like, the hell, you don't need them? Like, you just sitting there on your freaking phone and stuff on a certain time. Nikki shows up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody just needs to get back to, what is your show up? Right? What is your show up? That's why my room ain't changed. I don't care how dope people think it is. I really haven't changed nothing in 2 years because I want to sit my back behind in this seat, push the button, and what I'm getting back on is just showing up. And with that right there, every Thursday, I'm on with the musicians. I'm in my bag and my traction has gotten back. And everybody's like, yo, I'm glad you back with your podcast. I don't have nothing on Spotify, Apple, nothing. I don't have a podcast page. And people call this a podcast. You see what I'm saying, Tall Boy? Like, y'all polished. Y'all got certain outlets and automation and stuff. I don't have nothing yet. And people call me a podcaster. What podcast? I don't even have a legit special show. So I'll close it by just saying, find out what your show up is and stick with it and trust it. And you're not going to have to worry about no algorithm, this, that, and the third. Because if that's what you're doing and you love it, it may take some time, but whatever the prospering is in it, it's going to happen. But thinking that you got to keep doing something different, you'll never get nowhere and never be solid.
So James, let me say this.
Go ahead.
His show up every Thursday is his podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, KP know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I got to shape it though, Tall Boy. I hear what you're saying. But that's the encouragement. I don't have it. What I like to say to people is I don't have it shaped. And the thing is that'll bless you is this. I know when I show up in the room, photographers are looking at me. That's not a brag.
Mm-hmm.
It's an encouragement to people to say, Walter knows cameras way better than me. I learned from Walter certain things like the ISO, the aperture setting. I learned that stuff from Walter. Like I'm just picking him because that's my man. And he was talking about right camera settings.
Everybody got their own thing, and I know I said everybody's got their own thing, and I know James is trying to land the plane, but everybody has their own strength. And it's like, you're good at what you do. Sammy's good at what he do. James is good at what he does. And I'm good at what I do. And we're all here to help one another.
Right.
It's just whatever the ask is, number one, just, hey, Tall Boy, how do I format this? Or, hey, let me, I watch Good Morning America every morning just to see what they're doing. And then I see James maybe about a month later adding the little things. And I know he ain't up early in the morning doing those things. But I watch Good Morning just to see, even when they do the little stingers and just see how they're doing the little promos, and it's like, if this is what the industry standard says, I'm paying attention to that little attention to detail. Whereas Sammy is saying, hey, you need to be over here on these shorts.
Right.
But that's what Sammy does. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't figure out these shorts. And I can't say it in a minute and a half. I mean, so it's like, I got to practice saying it without the ums and the ahs and being natural. Like he says, I just show up doing my shorts and being authentically Sammy, right? So we're all doing our own thing, but we're good at what we respectfully do. And I appreciate the comment that you said about the voice, but it's like, hey, I've always just tried to provide value. So at the end of the day, if the value is, if you're listening and you're getting value out of what I'm saying, there's just too much negativity going on in this world.
Amen.
For me to add to the nonsense. Let me be the altar. Let me be the angel while all the devils are over there. You know, you've seen the meme where everybody's standing in the one line, and then there's that one person that's that creator that's going in his own lane. I'm that guy that's in his own lane. I'm testing stuff out as we playing around. Y'all joking about the TBJ, but it's like, dude, I can really bring in a cartoon character on a live stream, and I'm trying to tear it up. You know, James wants a polished show. You know, and it's like,
you could be the next Family Guy. You could be you could be the next Boondocks, right? And you cutting edge in front of that. Well, don't be Boondocks,
but that's what separates all of us.
But that's the point,
that's
James. Is that what you want to do? Like, because here's the thing: if that's what you want to do, you have to invest in the what you want to do that you know that you're good at, that you can be consistent with. So when I chose, so here's a case in point. Somebody, I was just talking to the guy at the event I was at. He's walking around with the gimbal. I was impressed with him. He's impressed with me. And the ironic thing with both of us was he said, I put the camera down for photography because I like walking around with the gimbal. I like video, right? He made a choice. And me, I said, I put the gimbal down because I'd rather take the picture and come home. He has time for it to sit there, take all his footage and throw it on the timeline and sit back and drink a cup of coffee. Me, I ain't doing that. I want to go choo, and then my artistic form of put the picture together, but I made a choice. So now that dictates my investment to double down on what I'm great at. Right now, I can do a couple of video gigs. You can jump on shows, but it's like, what is the wake up for Tall Boy? I'm just saying this in conversation, but the wake up for Tall Boy, if a morning show is your thing, it's like, yo, every morning I'm just popping up and hitting. And like, to your point, Tall Boy, you make the reels and the automation off of what's consistent. So you automate what you create. You don't automate to create. So if you automate what you create, I can automate pictures, I can automate photography, but I'm creating it first, and then I can automate it. Case in point, and I'm gonna shut my sermon up. I practice with the shots. My latest picture I put up with the green lights, that was at King of Prussia Mall at Macy's, and I saw the picture and I was on the phone with my wife the whole time. Went and did that shot. You know, I got 3 ladies already asked me, can I take a picture right there for the photo shoot? Now that's the automation off of my creation, right? I created that shot and I automated it through showing it, displaying it. And they said, get me something like that. That's the automation, is everybody asking to take that shot. So now I got 3 clients going to pay me to take a picture in front of that. I did it for free because I felt it. That's what I felt like doing. I looked at it and I was like, that looked dope. Let me do that real quick. So now I'm thinking of something else. See that ladder behind me in this picture right here in the scene? Huh?
Is that the Ulanzi lights that's on your feet?
The lights? Yeah, under the feet. Now, what's wrong with the picture is you can see the light on my flat foot, right? So I got the light up too far, but I was practicing that shot. So if I were to do that with somebody else, I'm gonna make sure I use a smaller light, or I'm gonna hide it so you don't see the light at all. So you see the light sticking out there in front of my left foot, and then the other light is inside my jacket, shining over to the other side of the jacket. So
you hold on. So
now
the
I'll
light,
probably do that again with a flash.
The light is in the left jacket, and you open up the jacket, the right jacket, and it's flat.
It's in the left jacket. Yep, it's in.
Oh man.
Yep.
I ain't never thought. See, that's creativity.
I told you, gave me a bad man, ain't you?
Boy, you just gave me some inspiration right there, boy.
But
yo, that's hot.
Yeah. So y'all help me on here to explain that. So I'm automating, right, what I created, right? I'm not going to automation and calling it creation. I'm creating. So for me, the way I do pictures for clients is my niche and my style is they come to me and say whatever you think. Most people, when they go to photographers, say, I want to take a picture in front of this. I want to take a picture in front of that. Everybody knows something they want to do, but they ask me, where would you do it at? Because I use me, my wife, and my kids I do create. So whether I got a client or not, my brain is on, oh, that looks like a picture. And then I'm going to snap it so I can take it. So I already know the environment. I know the lighting. I know when the sun hits at the right spot, whatever. It's getting out there doing it. So if you're doing production on me at this table behind me, if I'm doing a podcast joint back there, I'm comfortable because I do it all the time. I'm in front of the mic, so I know what the mic sounds like. I'm playing with my lights, so I know how to light people. You feel me? So it's like, if it's you, then you're doing it. And if you want to help somebody, you're helping them on what you already do.
Oh my God.
So like James can tell anybody how to do a live stream.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
That's sexy, boy.
Listen, hold on. So here I'm gonna give you my analogy. We out here crack dealers. We gave y'all a little bit. We gave y'all a lot actually. This was what, 2.5 hours.
We gave you a lot.
Gave you a whole lot. This is free lessons right here too. Remember, I got 3 leaders.
We gave you Club Shay Shay.
Oh my God. Right? For really though, right? And we're actually interacting with the community, right?
Club
We actually interacting with the comments. So reach out to these folks. That's why I specifically asked them what they're getting into next, right? We got live stream, we got photo, we got video, we got cinematography. This is what we get into. Walter, if you're still listening, man, every 2 weeks we do conscious conversations. And come on, you now have the keys to the front door. I do want to be cognizant of folks' time because also the boss just came in and listen, I got to stay. I can't be on the bad side. So I got to go at least check in. KP in the basement right now. Sammy in the dorm, and Tobo
you don't want to get in
safe,
trouble,
right? So
ain't no faded. It's just the BlackBerry. That's all it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, but
We gotta go.
I didn't want to just do it abruptly, but that's the type of conversation I want to have. And then I guess the call to action is show up, like Keith was saying, right? Nikki can't do it all.
Yep.
Earn Your Leisure can't do it all. Doc can't do it all. Nikki Saunders can't do it all. Walter Jeanette, Diana Gladney. Right. Everyone has an opportunity to go out there and do their own thing and be a positive influence on their community. There's no excuse. We didn't talk about automation. We didn't talk about tools. We didn't talk about platforms. There is no excuse for you not getting out here and doing what it is that you need to get done. So, gentlemen, good Lord, we did what we needed to do. We had the white grandma wanted to come in and do some white balance, but she didn't come through. Gretchen hopefully will be here. Florence, I don't know if she's still here. She got in KP's tail for not showing up on the stream. Walter Jeanette in the bed, didn't want to get on camera. Sammy walking around with no clothes on.
No, I do.
TBJ, I don't know what's going on, but y'all, we love trigger. Y'all. Boom. We appreciate it.
Sammy, you did moon us. You mooned us, Sammy. You mooned
did,
us,
man.
bro.
You gotta go back and look at it.
I'm gonna have to find a way to put a picture or something.
He couldn't get that button fast enough. You mooned
on
us.
and was drinking liquor. Like that ain't never been done in the history of live streaming.
And I got it on. It's never going away. I'm keeping this footage. This is going on the NAS like soon.
This might be on the. Hey, look, this might be on the show tomorrow, brother. I think I like this. Shit.
And everybody wants some. Everybody in the comment section literally wanted some. It was a lot of takers on that.
It's a new flavor. That's the thing. It's a new flavor. Ain't nobody talking about it right now. It's just a few people speaking on the BlackBerry.
Glad my uncle wasn't in that comment section. My uncle be done want some of that.
All right, I'm gonna do this and then we go. Hold on, let's see. Crown Royal.
Kick us out of here, James.
I'm kicking y'all.
No, he's trying to get this BlackBerry. That's what he's trying to see if they sell it in your low.
Right. He's trying to find it.
Hold on.
Put it in your zip code. Let's see if they got it.
Put all my information out here, y'all.
Ain't nobody trying to find you, bro.
Well, I hope not.
They geotag you to wherever it is.
BlackBerry.
Wait.
BlackBerry.
That's your online.
They only sell it at one liquor store here in Atlanta. That's all. I mean, one liquor store. Yeah, that BlackBerry boy.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a purple bag.
I typed
It's a
in
different kind of purple.
There we go.
Different
That's
kind of
big.
different kind of purple.
Uh-oh.
You see that purple?
Drizzy. I can go Instacart. Instacart's always cool. They cost a little something though. Well, hold on. Y'all don't know.
Sammy, don't you
Oh,
have none
Drizzy
of
got
that
it?
up in your dorm room
Yeah.
now?
Hold on. Y'all don't know that I got some family that work here though. BlackBerry, right?
Yeah, BlackBerry version.
No, they don't have it there because I got some family members.
I tell you, it's exclusive, brother. I'm trying to tell you, this is
like
exclusive.
It's like that Shay Club Portier that you can't get just or whatever it's called.
Wow,
I'm trying
he
to roll
got that.
my
He got
R's.
that. He got it from Shay
Tall
Shay.
Boy.
Yeah.
The Club Tall Boy. That's what we're gonna call this over here. Club Crown Tall.
Okay. Folks, we out.
I told you can't get it, bro.
I know.
Yeah, we got it.
We can't get it. Y'all be good to yourself. This was Conscious Conversations. I hope y'all got something out of this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know as well. KP and I will be back hopefully in the next couple of weeks, unless we get kicked off of these internet streets. But we may bring back this rowdy bounce as well. We out, y'all.